Rebote. Forehand by Jairo. Manu powerfully from the left side. Arta with a tremendous catch at the 10 line. Rebote at the sidewall. Jairo makes a save. Couturier is moving in on it. Will let it pass to Arta. Arta plays this one high and hard to the back wall. Arta again, this time from the 8. Right to the corner, stopped by Arta. Rebote, big bounce to the inside. Manu stops it behind the 10 line. Arta off the wall makes the play. That ball's tipped in the backcourt. We're tied up 1-1. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones.
Well, of course, one of the most important pieces of this team is Arta there in the backcourt. And, you have to allow Gaucheri to do his thing up there in the front. You don't want him to play too deep. So Arta's going to have to stand back there and go ball for ball with Manu, which is not an easy task. I mean, Manu is one of the best players in all of Battle Court right now. In catch rate, Manu ranks 3rd in the entire roster, only trailing Nicholas and Aratz. So look, this is one of the best guys. He's got to make some tough catches, and Arta knows it coming in.
Here's the backhand by Manu, right to the corner. Arta pulls that off the wall. Manu from the 10 line. Cortada does not cross. Gaucheri has it, drops it inside. Manu read it, caught it, stopped it. Blasts it back to the back wall. Gaucheri's there. Manu now from the 9 line. Dropping in, Arta on the catch. Manu again, backhand. Rebote, that's the rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Jairo. Caught near by Arta. Gaucheri calls for the rebote, plays it from midcourt. High to the inside, big bounce, brought down by Manu.
Oh, close.
They do a lot of that, actually. Catch by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand from the 8. Manu's there. Arta again. Sends this one deep. That clears the overhead screen, comes out to the rebote. Jairo makes a save. Gaucheri has it, winds up. Costello, 2-all, stopped by Jairo. Carambola scores on the return. Two points for Jairo Manu. Jairo serves.
Well, that really has been one of the issues for Gaucheri this year, has been, finding a way to consistently kill the point out here. I mean, his kill rate, if you look amongst front quarters, he's way down there. I mean, 20th of 23 qualifying players, and only Etcheberry, Alex, and Williams are below him in terms of his kill rate. I mean, he's up there with 39 kills across 103 attempts, but the 2-wall, again, really not his go-to shot. He likes to go straight outside with the philo, and Jairo was all over that one and made him pay.
The additional 2 feet of court has everything to do with it.
Yeah.
He's able to do things at the former court that he's just not able to translate here yet. We'll see if it changes. Here's a backhand by Jairo. Catch by Gaucheri. Manu on the wall with a beautiful play.
That was a really tough catch.
Gaucheri from the 8 line. Powerful backhand. Into the corner, Manu is there. That ball clears the overhead screen. Rebote for the forehand of Jairo. This one going to the outside. Gutierrez on it. It's a chick check that scores. 3 points for Jairo Manu. Jairo serves.
Well, the ability to kill it in the front and backcourt out here, I mean, that really suits a player like Jairo, who's got a great rebote, particularly from that right side. If he can get the ball into the backcourt without the backcourt catching it in the air and then hit the back wall, he's going to score a lot of points that way. Gets a 3-1 lead here for his Cyclones. This is a great start. And how about some of these catches for Manu? I mean, he came to play
phenomenal.
Tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, in the corner, on the sidewall, doesn't matter so far. He's been everywhere.
Art on the catch. That's a hard serve. Down low, Manu advances. Let's make that play in the air. Rebote. Hard of the inside. Big bounce. Stop by Manu. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Straight to the back. Manu is there. Jairo makes the catch on the forehand. Low and hard. Stopped. Beautifully by Gaucheri. Powerful backhand follows. Jairo's on it. Gaucheri behind the 7 line. 2-all. Landing in perfectly and scoring. Well done. Second point for Gaucheri and Arta of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
A couple interesting notes on that point. Number one, great adjustment by Gaucheri on the 2-wall. He throws it a little differently. Like a guy like Iturbide gets it to really open up off the front and side wall. His kind of drops down sharply off the front wall. So again, he's got to push it a little closer to the boundary, which he does right there. He's able to get it to score. For Jairo, he's had a couple of forehands that he's just rifled low and hard to the inside, attempting a few more cortadas early in this match. So he's definitely more aggressive, coming in with a few more losses than we typically see from him.
Manu will take that 10 line. Here's the backhand. Arts again keeps it inside. Manu advances to the 9. This one's going into the corner and dropping. Manu makes a save. Down low. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Crossing the wall. Stopped in the cesta of Manu. To the outside, that goes. Arta reads it, makes the catch, returns it. Manu's there.
Well, safety first on that catch. You didn't know if that might hit the cage, so you got to go for it if you're Arta, even with Gaucheri calling him off.
Rebote forehand by Jairo. Caught in the air by Arta. Gaucheri back behind the 8 line. Here's the backhand. A bullet high to the inside corner. Arts advances. That's a tip ball. Manu gets it. 4th point for Jairo and Manu. Jairo serves.
You know, look, Arta has been actually really good back there this season. As you see that one tipped and right into Manu. Not going to feel too good, but at least they got the point. But 94% this year, Manu's up at 97. So again, you see like, well, 2.5%. That's really not all too much. But again, at this level, the margins are so fine that is kind of magnified. Again, a couple of these rallies so far, at least 2 of them, it's resulted in Arta missing it in the backcourt. And if that's going to happen, Gaucheri's going to start pushing the pace.
The ace from Jairo scores. 5 points for Jairo Manu. Possible set point.
Right back to it, you know, Jairo doesn't have a ton of aces this year. That's not the hardest serve. He's moving to the outside, which we've seen trip a few guys up. But for Arta, the way he's played so far today, that's one he expects to bring in. 5-2, a chance for the Cyclones to take the first set of the night.
Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand. Lower and harder to the inside. Manu powerfully from the backhand. Arta from the 10 line, backhand. Manu reaching into the corner to make the play. Powerful backhand by Manu. On the wall, Arta's there. Arta from the 10. Into the corner, off the wall, Manu makes the play. Back to the wall, Arta makes the play. Gaucheri from the backcourt, back to the inside. Jairo follows it, makes the stop. On the wall, Gaucheri's there. Philo will score. That's a third point for Gaucheri and Arta.
And it's just one missed throw here by Jairo. I mean, he goes with a low backhand, but you don't want to throw the ball anywhere near Gaucheri. They've done a really good job of keeping it away from him and just lobbing these balls into the corner that Arta has no choice but to catch because he's not really sure how the rebote is going to come out. Gaucheri just rips a deep Philo and is able to score it.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. I've seen players going for some unconventional serves. That's a
word of the week.
Yeah, like a carambola serve from Gaucheri. Manu on the catch. Here's the backhand. Gaucheri gets in there.
Goodness.
Powerful backhand. He took off run on the second. Manu released.
Oh, watch this one.
Rebote to the outside. Gaucheri's on it.
That's a great
read it
adjustment.
well. He makes a great play. Arta, great catch. Low, hard backhand. Stopped by Jairo. Jairo from the forehand.
Oh, goodness.
Manu now from the 9 line. Powerfully to the inside.
Oh, what a catch.
Arta up high. Backhand. At the sidewall, Manu is there. Jairo gets in there at the 6 line to make the play. Arta takes it off the wall. Backhand to the inside. Manu advances. Backhand from the 8. Along the wall it goes. What a catch by Arta. Gaucheri to the 8. Backhand. Jairo calls for the rebote. Rebote forehand up high. Gaucheri has it. Winding up. Inside placement scores. Point, and actually, it's a 4th point, rather. 4. Gaucheri and Arta. Gaucheri serves.
Well, notice Gaucheri's positioning throughout this point. He's been getting progressively deeper as the Cyclones have kept him out of it. You know, that's a function of the matchup here, Jairo against Gaucheri. Jairo's not known for a lot of shots, and particularly not shots off the rebote, so that's going to keep Gaucheri as aggressive as he is to the inside, and again, he's going to demand the ball going even deeper if he needs to.
Catch made up high by Arta. Here's the backhand. Manu from the 10. Rebote forehand thrown powerfully by Gaucheri. Rebote saved by Gaucheri. Manu from the 9 line, powerfully thrown. Arta in the corner. What a catch.
I mean, both of these backcourt has just been scraping balls off the sidewall.
Jairo fakes the outside placement. Gaucheri will drop this inside. Manu got that on the run. Drop shot by Manu. Gaucheri gets to it, flips it back. Jairo read that perfect.
Out of the way. Oh, goodness.
Fortunately, he did not hit Gaucheri, and there's a backhand.
Chua. Oh, goodness. What an effort by all four.
5-5, first set, Gaucheri serves. Set point.
A battle of the drop shots that we have no winner. That's pretty rare, but a truce declared. Manu gets up for it. Not going to work after Gaucheri's doesn't score. Barely gets up to it. And again, there's not much you can do when you have it at the 0.1 line. You know, he just flicks it up there. He's a little bit in the way. Fortunately, Jairo doesn't kill him. And then into the Chula here, which, you know, the rebote doesn't come out too far, and he misses it. What a sequence, and just like that, we're tied up 5-5. Comes down to this.
That ball kicked. Manu made the play. This ball's on the wall the whole way. Gaucheri makes a save. Jairo attacks. Has it. Hard throw. Point and a hard-fought set for Jairo and Manu. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Yeah, well, look, after all that. Just comes down to one rebote, comes out a little bit low. Gaucheri sweeps it off the floor, and Jairo's not going to take a second chance. He's moving up on that ball and just firing it to the inside and closing it out in the Cyclones' favor, 6-5. What a set to start off the game day between the Cyclones and Renegades. Both of these teams coming in, again, not playing the best highlight we've seen. The Cyclones, this is actually the worst 3-game stretch we've seen from the Cyclones since back in Season 7. 0-1-2, just 1 point across their last 3. And for the Renegades, not much better. I mean, 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie, 1.5 points across their last 3. Let's take a look at those standings and see where both of these teams come into it. The Renegades find themselves tied with the Devils for last place. The Cyclones right now are tied for third with the Warriors, so they're squarely in the playoffs. The Cyclones have 6 game days left. Some teams like the Devils have as few as 4. The Renegades have 5, and we'll see after tonight what ends up happening. A good day for the Renegades. They can move all the way up into a tie for second. A good day for the Cyclones, and they could be battling for that number 1 seed. There is a lot at stake, and this is a big Division II doubles match to declare a first winner and get a team on the board. We'll give you the rest of the slate tonight. We got Division 6 doubles coming up after this. That'll be Jed and Bradley against Gallo and Ben. Then we'll go to Division 3 doubles. Inaki and Unda will take on Goanaga and Arta. Then match number 4 will be Division 1 singles. That will be Manu against Gaucheri. Match 5, Division 4 singles, Unda against Arta. And then the finale tonight, Division 4 doubles, Jairo and Bradley against Goanaga and Ben. That will be the full slate tonight. Just about ready to begin our second set here in opening match. And you did see Ubia in the introduction. He remains out for the Renegades, so Arta slides into the backcourt in Division 3 doubles. This is another game day where Arta will have 3 matches. He's had his hands full and, look, played well in that set. Not a lot to show for it. We'll see what the Renegades do here in set number 2.
We're ready to begin our second set. Gaucheri will have the serve for the Renegades.
And you could tell, I mean, most of Gaucheri's attempts in that that first set by the end of it were as aggressive as they could be. I mean, taking shots when they came to him, so we'll see how he comes out here in set 2.
Gaucheri serves. Powerful sidearm serve. Conan low, and Manu is there. Arta takes it off the wall. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Arta on the catch. Into the corner. Out to the rebote. Jairo's there. Rebote forehand. That rebound off the back wall. Played by Gaucheri. Rotate forehand. Picked up on the bounce by Jairo. Carom by Jairo. Stopped by Gaucheri. And the Cortada will score. First point of the second set goes to the Renegades, Gaucheri and Arta.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the strength of Jairo's game. I mean, he's only attempted 4 2-walls coming into this match today, and he's only scored 2 of them this year. I mean, that's a bold choice against Gaucheri, who's pretty fast, one of the fastest on this roster. And we've given you the stats before. When the opponent gets to the 2-wall, it's as devastating of a shot when you don't score on it.
Low hard serve, read and stopped by Manu. Here's Arta. Overhead, he makes a great play. Arta again powerfully. Gaucheri calls for the rebote. Makes it difficult to save. Jairo picks it out of the air at the 6 line. Gaucheri again, fine catch, backhand. Manu hard to the inside, Arta. Big backhand by Arta. Clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand to the outside. Manu got out there. That lands in and scores. 2 points for Gaucheri. And Arta, Gaucheri serves.
Well, that just kind of ate Gaucheri up, and that made its way to the outside because of how he had to throw it. Ended up being a perfect placement shot right on the boundary. Manu couldn't get there in the air, and then it hit the cage. Gives the Renegades a second point to open up this second set.
Manu goes deep from the left side. Arta's there. Backhand. That ball is on the wall the entire way. Beautifully thrown by Arta. 3 points for Gaucheri and Arta of the Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Now starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm. That was a perfect throw, trapping Manu deep in the backcourt. Put it right on the side wall, and that's where you're going to see a couple more misses. Haven't seen many tonight. I think that's his first, but that's now a 3-0 lead.
No low hard serve by Gaucheri. Picked up by Manu. Rebote. Left side. Jairo will let it pass. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Stopped by Gaucheri behind the 8 line. Here's Manu. Gaucheri calling for the rebote. Manu advances to make the catch. Rebote forehand again. Gaucheri takes a little off this. Jairo has it. To the back wall it goes. Out on the wall. Jairo makes the save. Arta, another great grab. Costado for the bounce. Brought in by Manu. Arta in the corner. That's a difficult catch. Hard backhand follows. Arta off the wall makes the play. Back to the corner. Manu is there. Gaucheri from the 8 line. Manu powerfully from the left side, dropping and caught beautifully by Arta. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, fired from the forehand of Jairo. It passes. Rebote for the big bounce. Brought in by Manu. Gaucheri, tough catch behind the 8 line. Powerful backhand. Robote, the rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Jairo. Kicks up. Arta on the backhand. Manu again takes that on the bounce on the left side. Sherry, Robote. Manu again, high on the left side. Here's the backhand. Arta now from the 9. Manu from the 10. Robote with a light touch. Jairo comes cross court to make the play. He saves it on the left side, and Arta's there. Backhand from the 7. Robote forehand. Crossing the wall and stopped by Arta. Powerful forehand by Gaucheri. Arta on the catch. Jairo makes the save, keeps it high on the front wall. Gaucheri's there. Gaucheri right to the corner. Robote. By Gaucheri. This one kicks up. Manu will keep it on the left side. Big backhand. Dropping into the corner. Gaucheri's there for the Robote save. Manu at the side wall. Backhand from the 8. High and hard to the back wall. Robote coming out. Gaucheri's on it. Manu now from the forehand. Big right side. Crossing and stopped by Arta. Here's Manu again. Robote left side, splitter. Caught in the air by Jairo. Inside placement, red, and stopped by Gaucheri. Drop shot by Gaucheri, scores on the second bounce. A 4-point for Gaucheri and Arta. Gaucheri serves.
Oh, what a point. I mean, the catching and by really all 4 of these players, and particularly these 2 backcourters, has been phenomenal. I mean, just keeping the team in it. And then you just can't protect against this in the end of it. You know, Gaucheri's got so many options. He's thrown the 2 walls. He's thrown the philo. He's thrown it inside. But that drop shot is just dead by the 2 line. I mean, you really have no chance to get up there.
Powerful serve by Gaucheri. Big backhand by Manu Robote. To the inside. Manu takes this on the bounce. Backhand. Hard. Right to the corner. Out to the Robote. Gaucheri's there. Stopped by Jairo. Arta now from the 8. Big backhand by Arta, wall to wall. Robote forehand by Jairo, took off, but hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. That is 5 points for Gaucheri and Arta of the Renegades. Possible set point.
Yep, well, happens early on. Fresh ball comes out. Forehand Robote goes up. It escapes a bit. And you know where that ball's going to go, up and out of play. You know, that's kind of been the same issue here with this Cyclones team is where does the offense come from? You know, Jairo on the season, he's got 33 total kills, but 18 of those are cortadas. Gaucheri's such a good catcher, and he plays defense so well that that's really not going to be open. I mean, where else do you go to?
Sherry, midcourt, stopped on the forehand of Manu. Manu powerfully high and hard to the front wall. Robote coming out. Robote by Gaucheri to the outside. Scoop attempt is tipped. 6 points for Gaucheri and Arta. They take the second set. 2 minutes go on the board. We come back out, play a third set.
Yeah, well, there's the response by the Renegades, 6-0, and they force a third and final set in tonight's opening match. Gaucheri definitely more involved from the first point of that set on. But again, when there's no threat from Jairo to be throwing shots, I mean, Gaucheri's going to cheat inside like that all day long. And I mean, you just can't play Gaucheri and Arta that way. I mean, you're just going to get beat with his skill set. And, you know, he's fast defensively. He's got all the shots you could want and really just the full package. But there has to be at least something that keeps him outside and keeps him at bay. But right now, it's just not there for the Cyclones.
Here we are in the player's cage. You see the focus on Arta there, who's really been doing well.
Oh,
Gaucheri there on the left side of your screen.
I mean, and you can argue, you know, as well as Gaucheri's playing and he's doing a lot of the damage, that Arta could be the MVP of this team. I mean, he has to go ball for ball with Manu, who is one of, if not the best backcourter on this roster. And, boy, he's made 15, 20 great catches along the side wall in a match. I mean, with these backcourters, we always focus on the catches they don't make. Well, for Arta, it's the catches that he's making today that is keeping his team in it. And then 6-0 in set 2 against Hiram Manu. I mean, you wouldn't believe a score like that last season.
Arta's absolutely maintained his composure. Focus really good, especially back here behind the 10 line.
Yeah, and now the concern goes back on the shoulders of these Cyclones and, you know, the team there watching eagerly and seeing what Jairo Manu can do coming out here for the third set. I mean, we gave you the numbers coming into it. Jairo Manu just 1-4 in their 5 matches. 3 of their 4 losses have been in the third set, but their last match out was against Benetrix and Arats, and they got smoked in straight sets. I mean, 6-3, 6-1. This is not the same Jairo Manu team that we saw last season, and they got Gaucheri here in a third set. It's not the guy you want to see. Jairo's got control of the serve to begin. We'll see what this team can do here, trying to get the Cyclones that first win of the game day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our third and final set. This is the decisive set for the first match of the evening. First team to reach 6 points will win it. Jairo's got the serve for the Cyclones. Jairo serves, we begin. Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Rebote from the forehand of Gaucheri. Stopped on the right side of Jairo. Jairo plays it deep, crossing, almost crossed the wall. Arta cut that off beautifully. Manu on the catch. Here's the backhand. Gaucheri, difficult rebote, little clip. Rebote to the inside at the wall. Gaucheri makes a save, not much on it. Jairo reads it, rifles it outside, and Gaucheri stops it. The Carambola Cortada return will score. Gaucheri and Arta first up on the board here in the third and final set. Gaucheri has a serve. Well, I don't know that I've ever said the Cortada Carambola.
The Caramtada,
but that's the way
here.
that it really came off.
No, it did. I mean, you didn't really know here. Look at this, just drops down a little bit lower, kicks off the
that's
side
a carambola.
wall.
I mean, that really is a carambola. But
yeah.
It's a carambola coming in low like a Cortada.
But again, it's another shot attempt by Jairo that Gaucheri is just all over it. I mean, he's been on the 2 walls. He's been on the outside placements, the drop shots. So look, I mean, if you're Jairo, got to find a different way to score or just target Arta here in the back. He hasn't dropped many, but that's probably the best way to win this match.
Another fine catch by Manu. Here's the backhand. Arta up high on the left side. Powerful backhand by Arta. Rebote for Jairo. Jairo sends it. Going to the corner, coming out. High bounce. Gaucheri's on it. Stays on the wall. Manu. Beautiful catch on the sidewall.
goodness.
Beautiful rebote by Gaucheri. Backhand, little clip. Arta gets out there, stops it on the forehand, keeps it high. Oh my, what a catch by Manu. He sends it outside. Gaucheri's there to make the play.
That's so
Here's
sick.
Manu.
All he can do is laugh. That is unbelievable skill by
Yeah, that was
Manu.
something else, huh?
Boy.
Rebote forehand. Here's the catch by Arta. Backhand to the inside. Manu's there. Manu is and just always has been such a unique talent with that forehand. That forehand placement. Outside placement, forehand rebote lands wide. 2 points for Renegades, Gaucheri and Arta. And he began his career here 20-plus years ago.
There it is, Stu. Oh, that's so nasty. And I know it's going to sting because they didn't get the point, but that is amazing. Sorry, as you were saying.
Yeah, no, since Manu began his career here, he's so natural on the left side. I mean, he's able to do things as far as catch and control that you really can't see with a number of other players.
Well, again, but how about Jairo, too, trying to go for something there and keep Gaucheri outside, pushed it wide, but first miss from Arta in a while. Get it back quick.
Bullock comes up the sidewall, goes off the frame of the cesta, and scores. Jairo has the serve.
You know, and Jairo's got one of the most devastating forehand rebotes on this roster. I mean, he can just start flinging those inside and test Arta deep in the backcourt here if he's able to cross the sidewall. That's probably as effective as a kill shot. And it's Arta catching the ball and not Gaucheri if you miss.
Powerful, powerful serve. Stopped by Arta. That was a little low.
Yeah,
here's the backhand by Manu. Arta, difficult catch made overhead on the left side. Arta with another difficult catch. Powerful backhand. Rebote. Gaucheri has it. Winds up. Placement inside. Manu moves in. Backhand from the 6. Manu on the catch. Here's the backhand. Arta pulls that off the wall. Backhand. Back to the inside. Oh, what a catch by Arta. That's beautiful. Arta down the forehand. Does not pass Jairo. Powerful backhand by Arta. Manu will let it come out of the corner. Gaucheri with a reach and a hop. Manu, low runner to the inside. Scooped up by Arta.
Coming out right on the wall, too.
Gaucheri, tough catch. Backhand from the 8. Manu's there. Arta from the 8 line, back to the inside. Manu on the catch.
Watch it.
One to the outside. Gaucheri follows it. Plays it from the right side, which is different for him. 2 players there, not able to make the play. 3 points for Gaucheri and Arta. Gaucheri's serve.
Tremendous.
Once you see Gaucheri going for this ball with his right side.
Yeah, it does a tremendous adjustment. I mean, he overran that, or maybe just a poor read. But either way, it works out well. I mean, that split up the Cyclones. They weren't communicating, and they're reaching low to try to make the catch, and neither come away with it.
And Jairo assaulted Manu like 3 times. He hit him with the cesta, and then he rolled around his back and hit him again. Good low catch by Manu. Powerful backhand follows. Arta up high. Backhand from the 9. Manu in the corner with a great play. Jairo, backhand from the 7. Gaucheri's on it. Gaucheri eyes on the ball, takes it low on the left side. Manu up high. Back to the inside, off the wall. Manu makes the play. Gaucheri, tough catch off the wall. Changes things up. Back to the inside. Jairo with a reach. Stops the inside placement. Outside it's going. Manu's there. He takes it on the bounce. Picada. Scores for Manu. Jairo Manu of the Cyclones have 2 points. Jairo has the serve.
Well, Renegades tipped their hand a little early with this rotation, so they're trapped inside. Well, first, how about the catch by Jairo? Trapped inside. Manu's got the carom.
But he
That's
goes
what
for
you're
Picada.
thinking here.
Yeah.
So Arta takes off. Gaucheri's backing up, but he goes high, gets a big bounce off the floor, kicks it off the side wall, and sneaks it by. That's the skill from Manu as a backcourt that not many have, and he gets one back. Just a 1-point deficit again. And man, it's quiet in the crowd, too. Like, it's usually loud on these Friday nights, but it's a different type of feel early in this one.
Well, this is a pretty tense match.
Everyone knows what's at stake.
Scoop by Manu. That's why I just yelled like that. Here's the backhand by Arta. Forehand rebote, fire to the inside. Arta's there. Great catch. Hard backhand follows Manu now from the 9 line. Mid-court placement deep in the backcourt. Jairo has it on the left side. Oh, what a catch by Manu in the corner. Sure on the rebote. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Kicks up. Manu advances. Arta off the wall at the 10 line. Rebote save by Gaucheri. Manu. Back to the corner. Gaucheri tills. Calls for Arta to make the catch. Here's Manu. Into the corner. Out to the rebote. Gaucheri's on it. They'll just keep this point alive. Here's the backhand by Manu. Gaucheri definitely knows when to play it safe, and in that case, nothing too fancy. This ball clips the side wall, going out. Perfect read by Gaucheri. Crossing the wall, Manu is there. Backhand from the 8. They'll keep Gaucheri on the rebote at the side wall inside. Jairo has it on the right side, stops it, fires it back. Caught in the air by Gaucheri. Scoop by Manu. Here's the backhand. Rebote by Gaucheri, high to the front wall. Manu,
another one.
Phenomenal catch on the left side. Arta now from the 10 line, backhand. Powerfully thrown wall to wall and coming out to the rebote. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Arta again, out to the rebote. Ball just tipped. We're all tied up. 3 points apiece here in the third and decisive set.
And how about both of these backcourters taking their hand out of the basket after that rally? They are working hard back there, and it's going to be a shame that one of these two is going to come away as a loser. I mean, Manu, this might be one of the best matches individually we've seen a backcourter play in the history of Battle Court.
I mean, I find that we've been saying that more frequently. And,
yeah.
But, Manu has always had these gifts, but today, man, he's just been spot on. And Arta keeping up with him catch by catch and throw by throw. The front quarters have not had an opportunity to do anything as far as killing it. That's a sign. That's one sign, one of several signs of excellent backcourt play. Hard serve by Jairo. Stop by. Catch by Manu.
Oh, why did he get that one?
Yeah, you see, I do the not part of announcing. Just anytime I see a ball zinging by someone's head. That ball lands out of play. That is a 4th point for Renegades. Gaucheri serves. Anytime I see a ball like zinging by someone's head,
yeah,
it's
a little unsettling. And we got the view right here. Yeah, there it is. Boom. I look at Manu again. Like Manu, you know, you think about a back quarter, it's like stand back between the 8 and 10, protect the chick-check and the chula. Manu's protecting anywhere from like the underserve line to the back wall, which is, I mean,
he's got it all.
He's doing everything for his team.
There's a backhand by Arta. Manu lets it pass. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Arta's on it. Backhand. Gaucheri. Gustavo stays inside. Scoop by Manu. Backhand to the outside. Arta makes the save.
Another one of those, you just have to take it if you can get assessed on it. You don't know if Gaucheri's behind you.
Gaucheri on the rebote. Manu now from the 9 line. Well, Gaucheri would have called him off if he like really had a play on it, I'm guessing. Manu advances, makes the catch, backhand 2-all, lands in and scores. 4-4 is the score. Jairo serves.
A little fake on the backhand 2-all, so kind of reinventing the wheel on this shot. So he opens, he goes back like he's throwing a normal backhand and then opens it up on the way through. Look at Gaucheri even giving him a salute. Everyone in front of him. The judge is pointing in, but he probably would salute too if he could. Wow, what a shot. 4-4.
Gaucheri picks the serve. Drop shot.
Oh, he got
Scores on the second bounce. What a pick by Gaucheri. 5 points in the third set for Gaucheri and Arta. Possible match point.
And all that great play for the Cyclones and Manu in the back, and they need to go on a 2-point run to win this one. How about Gaucheri again? I mean, that's just going out there and making a play.
That serve. There's a few other guys. Douglas has been doing it. There's a few other guys who've been stepping up and taking it like that, but there's nothing easy about standing close to that underserve line, taking the bullet on the left side.
Top level number 1 player stuff right there. Oh my! Speaking of number 1 player stuff, what a catch by Manu to get it going.
Rebote for the big bounce. Manu stops it at the side wall. Here's the backhand. Sends the rebote to Gaucheri on the forehand. Fires it back. Manu from the 9 line to the inside. Arta's there. Rebote. Rebote forehand. This one stopped by Gaucheri. Scoop by Manu.
Well, since Jairo sent that one rebote out, the next few have been way lower that Gaucheri's been able to pick off in the air.
You're right. You don't want to see the same mistake.
He's not going to give one away here, but he's coming way low.
Jairo makes the catch. Fires it back. Gaucheri calling for it. He makes the rebote. Manu takes it on the bounce again on the left side. Backhand to the corner, out to the rebote. Gaucheri is on it. Rebote forehand. Gaucheri on the catch. Backhand. Manu. Arta at the back wall. Backhand from behind the 10 line. High and hard to the back wall. Out to the rebote. Gaucheri moving to the backcourt. Stops it behind the 8. Hard to the inside, and Manu is there. Manu at the side wall. Great play. Arta from the forehand.
Oh,
that ball goes off the tip of Jairo Sesta.
Man.
Point set and a hard set victory for Gaucheri and Arta, winning in the third set 6-4.
Boy, what a match to get this game day started between the Cyclones and Renegades. In the end, Gaucheri and Arta outlasting Jairo and Manu, and they win it 6-4 in the third set. Well, match 2 coming up next too. As the hour's approaching, we got Division 6 doubles. Jed and Bradley will take on Gallo and Ben.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Highlight League. The crown is yours.
Well, joined by our winners in the cage, go Sherry and Arta. I mean, Stu and I were just talking about it. Maybe you heard. We were saying that might be one of the best matches we've ever seen out here in Battle Court. I mean, how are you able to get it done there in the end, guys?
Honestly, patience. Ladouche was catching everything up, down, sidewall, whatever we threw at him, he was catching it. So we just got to keep our patience and keep throwing balls, and that was it.
Archie, your focus on the catching was excellent. Not to take anything away from Go Sherry, but Go Sherry was playing fantastic. But your catching was optimal today. What was that about?
Thank you. I always said it. He makes it easy for me, so yeah.
Yeah, and Go Sherry, too. We saw you, I mean, some emotion after that match coming in the cage. I mean, how much did this one mean to your Renegades just in the grand scheme of the whole season?
Was a lot, no? We lose like a couple of matches. Arta and me like playing this kind of matches, like a long match and then like 6-4 or something like that. And it was important to win this game to start good the day that is a very important day for us today, and it was the key to it. It's important to start with the win for the team. I'm happy for that.
Awesome, guys. What a great start. Congrats. Good luck.
Thank you.
Division 6 doubles coming up next. That'll bring out Jedden and Bradley for the Cyclones and Gallo and Ben for the Renegades.
Always fun.
Yes, always fun down here in Division 6, dude. This is the second and final matchup between these two teams in the regular season. Gallo and Ben won the first matchup played back in February. They won in straight sets. And that's kind of been a theme for Gallo and Ben this year. They've been really strong and the best record of any doubles team for the Renegades. They come into this one 6-2. Jed and Bradley, a little bit of a different story for that team. They started off very strong after Season 8, where they finished top record in Division 6 playing for the Chargers. But as of late, this team has kind of struggled. Jed and Bradley started 3-1, but they are coming into this losers of their last 2. Looking to get back in the win column, and the Renegades already with one on the board. Happy to send out this Gallo and Ben team that has had some great success together.
Bradley's right side, just watching this practice is just, my goodness.
Well, that will be the key for him. I mean, he can score a lot of points. He does a ton of damage. We'll see how this one goes. Match 2, ready to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second match of the evening. Serving for the Cyclones, Jed and Bradley. Receiving for the Renegades, Gallo and Ben. Jedden serves. We begin. It's a good catch by Ben. First point for Gallo and Ben of the Renegades.
Well, Bradley had a great start to this season, and I mean, pretty early on, he was outpacing Ben in terms of catch rate. Now that is kind of flipped. Ben right now approaching 90%, and Bradley all the way down at 87%. Again, backcourt play is going to be the big key. Bradley's got a big right side to focus on that offensively, but on the defensive side of it, he's going to have to make a ton of catches back there to allow some of these rallies to extend.
We occasionally get these wet spots on the court, whether a player falls down, occasional leak. In that case, someone found something wet up there. But Ben was telling me timeout. It's like, there's nothing I can do. I'm an announcer, bro. There's nothing I can do about that. In fact, I got a boss that says if I answer you, I'm in trouble. There's a serve by Gallo. What a catch by Bradley. Ben, great snag back at the 10. Late notice for Bradley. He makes the play. Gallo on the rotate, keeps it alive. Jen attacks, has a tip ball. 2 points for Gallo and Ben. Gallo serves.
Jedden also struggling this season. I mean, right around 87%, the same catch rate as Bradley. I mean, that's bottom third of this roster. Jedden 33rd out of 39 qualifying players, and Bradley 34th.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Been very impressed all season with Gallo. I mean, he's moved up to the front court here, and he's adjusted to the back in the other divisions. His serve has been a big weapon. Now just going high and got it in the second time.
Powerful, powerful forehand by Bradley. Rebote to the inside. Gallo's on it. That took off and hit the overhead screen. Jedden and Bradley of the Cyclones are on the board with a point and the serve.
Yeah, the Cyclones will take it. That one escaping out of Gallo's basket. You know where it's going, up the overhead screen.
Here's Ben on the backhand, right up the middle. Caught by Bradley. Rebote left side with a light touch. Jedden on the move. Makes the catch. Sends it back. Ben, great catch at the 10 line.
That was a tough one.
Ben now from the 9. Back to the inside. Here's the backhand by Gallo. Caught by Jedden. Jedden.
Yeah, well done.
Cortada scores. We're tied up 2-2. Jedden serves.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what Jedden has to do. He's got to be more of a threat offensively. I mean, he's only thrown 9 winners all season long, playing across 2 doubles divisions. I mean, less than 1 per match. That's a perfect Cortada, just above the pad.
That's beautiful.
Inside, crossing that side wall, so it comes in low. But he's just got to do something more when he gets the ball, and he's got to force the opposing front quarter to, I mean, have some respect on those shots.
Bradley from the 10 line. Powerfully thrown. Ben follows it to the inside. He makes a great catch. Into the corner, out to the rebote. Jedden's on it. Plays it high. Ben's there. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's a 3rd point for the Cyclones. Jedden and Bradley. Jedden serves.
Yeah, and at this level, these forehands are particularly devastating. I mean, for Ben, he's reaching over his head, trying to pull these in, and the ball's just moving so fast, it's hard to stop it and control it.
Well, since Bradley's come over here to the new court, it's just really unleashed this right side. Jedden midcourt on the catch. Here's the backhand. Ben at the 10 line. Backhand. Wall to wall. Powerfully thrown by Ben. Jedden looks for the rebote. Sends it back. Ben's there. Big backhand by Ben. Another high one coming out. Jedden on the rebote. Ben again. This one's a tip. 4th point for Jedden and Bradley of the Cyclones. Jedden serves.
A lot of right sides coming back to Ben, and it's a different type of spin as it crosses the side wall. When it's crossing on the way down, very tough to handle, and now we've seen the misses pile up for Ben, a couple in a row in the back.
Ben goes to the inside, makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Passing Bradley. Bote forehand by Jedden. He makes a save. Ben from the 7. Again, playing it high. Out to the rebote. Testing just Jedden's rebote. Catch by Ben. Great catch by Ben off a hard forehand by Bradley. Cortada, light touch. Gallo has it. Gallo passing Bradley and scoring. 3 points for Gallo and Ben. Gallo has a serve for the Renegades.
Well, you see finally Gallo able to pass with that right side. You want Jedden to be, playing the rebote consistently if you can. I mean, if those are the 2 options between Bradley's right side and Jedden's rebote, I mean, you know exactly where you want to go. You get one back here now, just a 1-point deficit. After a really slow start, Gallo hasn't been all too involved, but now a little bit more aggressive.
Good effort by Ben to try to make that save. Perfect placement by Bragley. Scores 5 points for Jedden and Bragley. Possible set point.
And sometimes it's the imperfect backhands that turn out to be just perfect. And that one clips the side wall, works his way outside, and Ben's got, what, about a foot to react as that ball's coming off the back wall and try to save the rebote. Not a lot of time.
Ben advances to make this catch. Good serve by Jedden. Here's the rebote. Rebote forehand. Gallo makes a save. Big bounce. Brought down by Bragley. Rebote forehand. High to the backcourt. Bragley's there. Oh, what a catch by Ben. Pulls it off the wall. Jedden with a hop. Makes the grab. Ben again to the inside. Lower and harder. Bragley, good catch on the backhand. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Jedden. Big bounce. Brought down by Ben. Good control. Powerful backhand follows. Gallo reaching out, makes the grab. Low and hard. Scooped up by Bragley. Ben has it on the right side. Over Jedden's head the ball goes. Here's the bounce. Caught by Bragley. Oh, what a catch by Ben. Rebote forehand. Backhand to the outside. Caught by Jedden. Good catch. Even better Cortada. Point and set for Jedden and Bragley of the Cyclones. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set.
Not one, but two Cortadas from Jedden in that set. There's the second that closed it out, 6-3. Bragley liking it. So do the Cyclones back over in the cage. They take that opening set. I mean, you think about the numbers, too, for Jedden. I mean, he's got 9 kills coming into this match of the season. He's got 2 in that set. I mean, just statistically, I mean, just way above his averages, and that's what he needs to do. I mean, he just has to be more of a weapon up there in the front. He's made so many catches, and when the ball comes to him, a lot of times he just kind of throws it back to the corner, does the right thing, yes, but again, not much of a threat to score offensively. That's what you need as a front quarter, and Jedden filling that role very well tonight. Inaki and Unda pumping those guys up over in the cage, too. I mean, look at that. Then back over on the Renegade side, over with Gallo and Ben. You know, Gallo and Ben 6-2 on the year. However, they're coming into this one coming off of one of their only 2 losses of the season. That was to Williams and Bueno. I mean, not the best showing there for Gallo and Ben. Hoping they would get back on track tonight, but I mean, through the first set, not the case. They started very slow. I think we saw some better stuff, particularly from Gallo in the last half of that set, but still just not enough to get it done.
Bragley's catching in the back, just spot on. And if anyone wonders how a highlight player puts on their pants, look no further than Unda. Say one leg at a time, or the Faja first. Did you say Faja first or one leg at a time?
One leg at a time, right?
Well, that's the proper answer. I mean, that's the historical answer. With Unda, I'm not sure. He may just hold his pants like in front of him and jump in. It wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't. No, not me either. Still.
We're ready to begin our second set. Gallo has the serve for the Renegades.
Yeah, Bradley's just been getting the ball to his right side and throwing it about as hard as he possibly can every throw. I mean, not a lot of regard for where exactly it's going, but just crossing the side wall. We'll see if that comes back into play here in set 2.
For the record, LA, I did not make that comment about not having regard for where you're throwing it. That was Andrew Bleckman. Let's be clear on that. Here's a serve by Gallo. Cortada serve. Stopped by Jedden. Drop shot.
Yeah, got it.
Scores.
Another one for Jedden.
Jedden and Bragley get the first point for the Cyclones here in the second set. Jedden serves.
And
Beautiful
drop shot
catch.
right here to start it off. You know, that's a long run for the server, and Gallo can't get back in there.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Here's the catch by Ben. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall. Out to the rebote. Rebound off the wall. Right along the wall. What a catch by Ben. Backhand by Ben. Bragley will keep that on the right side. Big right side by Bragley. Go into the corner. Gallo on the rebote. Oh, Jedden playing deep makes the catch. Low play. Read by Ben. He gets up there, stops it, blasts it back. Rebote kicking all the way up. Jedden makes the save. Gallo's there. Scoop attempt is tipped. 1-1. Gallo serves.
Yeah, and
See,
when
the
you
highlight got a little wild there.
Yeah.
And Gallo having a bit more of a traditional background just was like waiting for his spot, reached in, and just you saw what he did. He threw it at Bragley's feet.
No, absolutely, and you got to get the ball on the floor when you're throwing it to Bradley. I mean, he's proven time and time again that he could read the ball and catch it in the air. Put it on the floor, you're going to see a few more misses, and that time to his right side, right off the frame. And Gallo's, I mean, second in terms of aces, so see if he can get one by Bradley, but not yet.
Gallo makes the catch midcourt. Here's the backhand. Fine catch by Bragley. Big, big, big backhand. Rebote coming out. Gallo on the rotate. Light touch to the inside. Jedden's going. He got it. Rebote saved by Gallo. Bragley will keep it on the forehand. Difficult catch by Ben. Bragley at the 10 line. Big right side. Crossing the wall.
Oh.
Ben makes the save.
Wow. Heck of an adjustment there.
Ben again, this time from the 9 line. Bragley to the outside. Ben made the save
dug it
before the
out.
second bounce. Big, big bounce. Mid-wall placement. Stopped on the forehand of Ben. Ben to the inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Bragley. Ben gets in there. Good positioning. Stops it on the left side.
Tough one. Wow.
Scoop attempt missed. 2 points for Gallo and Ben of the Renegades. Gallo serves.
One of the best individual efforts you're going to see in this level. How about Ben? I mean, going to the floor to dig out a rebote here. Yeah, look at that. Just did go into the basket, flung it up high, lands in, makes a tough catch here. Jedden just rips this one off the sidewall. Not easy. And then later on, his team gets the point.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Powerful forehand by Bragley to the inside. Kicks up. Ben makes a great catch. Bragley now. Backhand. Rebote. 2-all.
Oh,
Will score for Gallo. 3 points for Gallo and Ben. Gallo serves.
well, now Gallo's starting to, make Jedden work for these shots up there in the front. Rebote 2-wall from Gallo, not one that you typically see, but he throws it well. He's been lining this up off the back wall. Jedden's to the outside, but he just throws it in a perfect one. You're not going to get out to it.
Ben from the 8 line, backhand. High and hard to the corner, out to the rebote. Jedden's there. Rebote, missed mid-court. That's a 4th point for Gallo and Ben. The Renegades, Gallo serves.
Yeah, well, both of these teams, I mean, throughout the year haven't been killing points all too effectively. They've been doing it more defensively. And for Gallo and Ben, I mean, outpacing their opponents on tip balls, missed rebotes. And again, now you're starting to see them play more their style and picking up the pace here. Look at that serve, too.
That's an ace for Gallo. 5 points, possible set point.
It's been some of their best offense. I mean, they've only thrown 6 winners this year, but that's Gallo's 14th ace.
Bragley on the catch. Powerful forehand, high and hard of the front wall. Ben's there. Ben will not pass Jedden. Here's the backhand. Caught by Ben. Bragley finds snag before the 10 line.
That's a big rebote.
Jedden, great rebote save. Ben, good court positioning. Here's the backhand. It's hitting the back wall, coming out to the rebote on the inside, and it will score. Point and set to Gallo and Ben. We're moving on to a third and final set in just 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, great play by the Renegades getting back into this match. 6-1, they close out set 2. And just looked like a completely different team. I mean, we saw signs that the tide was starting to turn for them in that first set, even though they still lost. I mean, it starts with Gallo in the front. He got a little bit more involved, took Jedden out of it, and you saw after that 2-all landed, Jedden was very uncomfortable the rest of the way. Missed a couple catches, missed a few rebotes, and in the end, ended pretty fast. 6-1 in the Renegades' favor. And look at Ben. Always learning there from Arta how to play that backcourt position. And Ben stepped up, too, in set 2. I mean, his catching phenomenal. That 1 point where he was just everywhere. And it's more than just that 1 point. I mean, that happens early in the set. It would have tightened up the score line. Instead, you get that point, and, you know, it gets to 5-1. They're thinking, well, this is going to be a tough lead to overcome. We'll just get into a third set and see what happens.
Ben will acknowledge that it took him a little while to make the adjustment as far as like catching and court positioning, but man, he looks great tonight. He really does. You don't know if it's going to carry week to week, or sorry, game day, but in this case, there definitely seems to have turned a corner in terms of catching.
Yeah, and it took Bradley out of that set, too. I mean, it felt like in the first set, Bradley was just getting it on his right side, throwing it as hard as he could, and just, I mean, the Renegades had no response. I mean, they had no answer for it either. That second set, we didn't see so many of those sequences. Doing a nice job of, you know, again, passing early in the point. If you're the Renegades, well, how do you counter? Get the ball over Bradley's head, force Jedden to rebote, and it's, you know, not easy for Jedden to pass around his right side.
See, in Jai Alai, though, it's a fast sport, doesn't always just favor someone who just throws hard.
Yeah.
You know, depending upon who you're playing with, they're used to hard throws. In this case, in these divisions, Bradley's right side is just absolutely devastating.
Yeah. Well, it's a great point. Like, you get to, like, the major leagues, everyone can hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. You get down to single A, well, yeah, maybe not everyone could catch up to it, and that's where you start to weed some guys out. And yeah, at this level, Bradley can do damage, and we'll see what he can do to get his team back into it in set 3. Jedden's got the serve.
Jedden serves. Our third and final set has begun. Rebote for Jedden. Rebote by Jedden on the right side. Here's Ben. Ben moves to the inside. That's a great catch behind the 7 line. Powerful throw over the head of Bradley. Jedden, another good rebote. Gallo getting involved. Low and hard. Jedden winding up. 2-all. Excellent catch by Gallo. Gallo throwing it hard. Going to force a scoop that's not there. First point of the decisive third set goes to Gallo and Ben of the Renegades.
Well, Jedden can sense that he's under attack up there in the front court. He got 3 or 4 rebotes in a row. So what does he do the next time he gets it in a position he can throw a shot? He goes for it. That's not really Jedden's game. I mean, how often do you see him shoot two walls from the costado. I mean maybe two attempts
it's not
this
that
year.
He can't do it. He can do it with some
Right.
degree of success. But Gallo saw him lining up for it and just got out there.
Right, and probably more to do with the fact that the Renegades kept pressuring him, and he's like, I got to change it up or else I'm just going to end up missing a rebote.
There's a powerful backhand by Ben. A rotate forehand by Jedden. Gallo has it on the right side. Cortada, a little high. Brackley's got it. That's a great catch by Ben. Deep. Brackley now, one-handed grab on the left side. In and out of the cesta, that ball goes. 2 points for Gallo and Ben. Gallo serves.
Yeah, anytime you can get Jedden that deep in the backcourt, reaching up for a ball, much prefer that than Bradley moving up and taking it in the air. I mean, this is more how the Renegades want to play. Just gauging some rallies, put some pressures. That's an overserve.
Fault. Overserve. Second serve must be good.
But to begin this third set, no need to kill the point. Just take what the defense is giving you. Oh, big bounce here on that. Oh, goodness.
Double fault. That's a point for Jedden and Brackley. Jedden takes over the serve for the Cyclones.
Well, that's about exactly what the Cyclones needed right there. A free point, take some of the pressure off, get the serve right back. And Gallo knows it too. I mean, you just can't double fault, especially how much Jedden has struggled in this set. And the set two, force him to beat you.
Ben advances to make the catch off a good serve by Jedden. Rebote coming out. Jedden saves the rebote, light touch. Ben from the 7 line, backhand. Wall to wall. Jedden's there. Brackley from the 9 line. Ball goes off the frame of Gallo's cesta. We're all tied up 2-2 in the third set, playing a 6. Jedden serves.
Well, Bradley typically delivers these forehands more sidearm, so it kicks up and kind of lofts and passes in the backcourt. That one more over the top, so it kind of dropped on the floor. Gallo not expecting it. He was committed to the catch, was reaching low, and couldn't bring it in. Nice run here. Cyclones tie it up.
What a catch by Brackley. Rebote for Gallo. That ball kicked up and hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. A third point for Jedden and Brackley. Jedden serves.
Just like that, a couple mistakes from Gallo. You know, Rebote that looked pretty good out of the basket, but just kicked up and just caught a piece of that overhead screen.
Here's a backhand by Ben. Tipped in the backcourt. 3-3. Gallo serves. You don't think Ben was throwing the ball at me, do you?
No, I don't think so.
He
He apologized right away. And all that run from the Cyclones started after Gallo's double fault. So, I mean, right here on this serve, he's done some damage, but important thing is you got to get it in now. You don't want to get to a second serve and double fault again.
Cortada's serve is in. Ben has a tip ball on the right side. 4 points for Jedden. And Brackley of the Cyclones, Jedden serves.
Yeah.
Important point.
Look, Gallo had a chance. That was coming kind of right at him. He let it go. Ben was moving up, but you got Ben reaching low on his right side, or Gallo could potentially pick it with his left. Much rather Gallo go for that one.
Excellent
Ooh,
catch
boy.
by Ben off a beautiful serve by Jedden. Jedden looking for the rebote on the inside. Sends it. That's out. 4-4 is the score. Gallo serves.
Phenomenal defensive play that time by Ben. He was moving up on it the whole way, and he still had to make an incredibly difficult catch to keep his team in it. And got that point, now 4-4. Ooh, Bradley, what a catch.
What a catch by Brackley. Here's the backhand by Ben. Little clip. Puts it on the forehand of Brackley. Backhand up the middle. Bragley with a low catch. That's a tough one for Ben.
My.
Catch and control done well. Here's Bragley from the 9 line. Difficult catch in the backcourt. Gallo midcourt, backhand.
Boy, I mean, Bradley makes some tough
Sidearm
catches.
Karam will land in and score. 5 points for Jedden and Bragley. Possible. Match point.
I mean, what a shot here. I mean, first of all, I think Bradley's the only guy that can make that catch committed to his right side. And then to go for a carom afterwards, that's gutsy. Gallo can't get there, and Ben.
A sidearm carom
No
thrown
shot
while standing 3 feet from the side wall from the backcourt. You're not going to see that anywhere but here. Gallo picks the serve,
it.
backhand to the inside. Bragley's on it. Gallo makes the catch midcourt. Cortada scores on the second bounce. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the third and final set, and it is 5-5. This is match point.
How awesome is this? Division 6 doubles, 5-5 in a third set. Renegades leading this game day 1-0. This is a huge point, not just this match, but for both teams' entire spring 26 season. It all comes down to this, and Gallo's thinking just one good serve to end it all. Well, that's a good one.
Excellent catch by Bragley. Big backhand follows. Rebote up the middle. Gallo's on the rebote. That kicked up and hit the overhead screen. Point set and a hard-fought match for Jedden and Bragley of the Cyclones, winning at 6-5 in the third set.
Another great match in this game day. And we're tied up 1-1, heading to Division 3 doubles up next. That'll bring out Inaki and Unda. They'll take on Goanaga and Arta. Let's take a look at some replays from that Division 6 doubles match. Jedden hot early. There's the cortada. Look at that one. I mean, no daylight between that ball and the pad.
One of several good cortadas by Jed.
So coming right up the middle. Bradley makes the catch. Backhand opens up a bit. Ben trying to get there. Rebote comes up on him just a little too quick.
Had the foot speed to get out there, just couldn't complete the play.
Out again, and with Gallo a little bit out of position there. Jedden able to find the space the defense was giving him. Picks a serve here, drop shot to the inside. Just got the second bounce. That was probably one of the best sets we've seen from Jedden this season. Then we get into set number 2 here. Beautiful by Bradley in the corner. That's that late carom. No, into the third set rather. That was the throw at 4-4 that broke the tie. And in the end, the Cyclones close it out 6-5 on the final point of that match to tie up the game day 1-1. Got Division 3 doubles coming up next with Inaki and Unda 4-1 this season up against Goanaga and Arta. Remember, the Division 3 doubles team for the Renegades would feature Ubia in the backcourt. However, Ubia remains out with injury. You saw him in the introduction, so hope that he is nearing a comeback. But Arta, who's already played a tough match today, comes right back out there for another one. And of course, we will still hear from our winners, Jedden and Bradley, as they're making their way over to the cage. Let's hear from the Division 6 doubles team of the Cyclones. Congrats, guys, Jedden and Bradley. Boy, what a match coming down to the final point. Bradley, gutsy carom there at 4-4. What were you seeing there that broke that tie?
He wasn't there to get it, so slow feed, and I figured I just had to be aggressive with it if we were going to take it, and just had to focus and lock in.
Awesome, guys. Well, you broke the tie, tied things up there, and very well done. Congratulations.
Let's go, Clones. Let's go, Clones.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we celebrate the World Highlight League's commitment to giving back to our community through its impactful charitable program. The Cyclones are proudly playing on behalf of the Spain-U.S. Chamber of Commerce. With Highlight's roots tracing back to the Basque region of Spain, the Chamber strengthens business ties between Spain, the U.S., and Latin America while promoting Spanish culture and companies here in the U.S. The Renegades are playing on behalf of the Udonis Haslam Foundation, which aims to address the socioeconomic and mental health issues that plague the inner cities. Their mission is to give hope to children and families in underserved communities by facilitating exposure to opportunities and access to care and resources. Let's give a big round of applause to these two remarkable organizations for the vital work they do in our communities. Representing the Renegades, playing on behalf of the Udonis Haslam Foundation, Goanaga and Arta, and playing on behalf of the Spain-U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and for the Cyclones, we have Inaki and Unda. And there you see the two teams up on the board. Inaki and Unda 4-1 this season. Goanaga and Arta in Division III double spot 1-5 for the Renegades. There's the serve. Match 3's underway.
Unda reaches in, backhand. Powerfully thrown from the 9 line. Robote. Inyaki's there, backhand. Arta from the 10 line. Arta on the right side. Inyaki cuts it off in the air. Powerful forehand by Unda. Stopped on the left side of Arta. Iñaki aggressively at the side wall. Robote staying on the wall and scoring. First point. This match goes to Iñaki and Unda, the Cyclones.
Got that ball right on the side walls. Goanaga was trying to play the Robote exactly where you like to see it if you're the Cyclones. Well, Inaki and Unda had kind of a strange schedule this year. I mean, this is their 6th match of the year, so they still have half of their season remaining. They've been the best team record-wise, I mean, at 4-1, but they've played one match early. They played 4 in a row that brought them to March 18th, and we haven't seen them since, so a little bit rusty. We'll see how they look early on in this one. So far, so good.
Arta from the left side, deep in the backcourt. Unda from the 10 line. On the wall the whole way. What a catch by Arta. Robote left side. Hard throw by Iñaki. Scoop by Arta. Arta from the 10 line. Iñaki cuts it off mid-court. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. Arta, great catch at the 8 line. Powerful forehand by Unda. Passes. Goanaga to the inside. Scoop attempt missed.
Yeah.
That's the second point for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki serves.
Well, Unda becomes a big part of this match. I mean, if he can catch consistently the backcourt with his right side, it's similar to what we saw in that last match with Bradley. He can do so much damage and make Arta so uncomfortable there in the backcourt. Again, if he can make that catch and keep putting pressure on him, that's just going to play right into the Cyclones' hand. Inaki won't be forced to throw a ton of shots. They can just limit Goanaga's touches, and that's the exact way for the Cyclones to win this match in the end.
Arta on the backhand to the inside. Unda, fine catch. Here's the backhand by Iñaki Rebote to the forehand of Goenaga. Unda powerfully from the left side, wall to wall. On the inside, Goenaga's there.
Oh, goodness. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what you don't want to see. That is a turn, see where the ball's coming and get hit in the face with the ball. Okay, that sucks.
Oh, God. I don't even want to look. I mean, you know where this ball's going. Right in the mouth. Ugh. Oh, man. And, of course, some concern by both sides. Everyone rushing over to the judge as well as Unda still down over there in the corner. Looks like the trainers come out. Just an unfortunate... Ugh. I mean, that's awful. I mean, we never really seen anything like this.
Yeah, that's not something you want because you don't know how bad that is. So...
just again, right off the back wall, and it's a
Because,
fresh
yes,
ball too. It's early in the match. It's a tough
especially on this
Rebote.
court, we over the history of in the historical building that we're in, Miami Jai Alai, you've had career-ending headshots of Billy. You don't know if this one just caught him across the face. You don't know. Fortunately, we don't know anything. But he's certainly got coverage out there, but no one's going to let him get up here to make sure he's relatively okay. But anything, the easiest way to think about it is that anything that touches skin is one thing. Anything that touches bone is an entirely different thing.
Yeah, as Unda does get up here, at least to a sitting position. It's obviously a little bit scary too. I mean, you see the amount of times a guy turns and looks towards the back wall, and definitely some blood there. I mean, you can see on the towel. I mean, it's not often you see the trainer getting out there and working through some exercises with the player.
Folks have heard me saying you think that that I'm trying to be cute with it, but after this many years, some stuff I am trying to be cute with, other stuff I'm not. Don't turn around and look at the quarter. I'm not blaming Unda for the slightest. It's reflexive. It's absolutely reflexive to see if to see where the ball went. That's a reflex. But the worst thing there is in Jai Alai is to be hit in the head with the ball. This is the worst thing there is. He knew it was coming.
Ugh.
Okay, so did it just graze his nose? Did it break his septum? Who knows?
Right. I mean, that's... Well, it looks like he's getting up here now. As you see the applause coming from the crowd. And obviously, the concern right now is with Unda. And is he just going to stay right here? He's not even going to take a break here, huh? Just going to get a few throws and be careful. Inaki doesn't have a
several
helmet.
People on the court without helmets. This could become an entirely different problem.
Wow, and it looks like Unda's going to keep going to give it a go. Well, it looks like Unda's going to stay in there. We will continue here with this Division III doubles match. That point, I mean, the ball did hit Unda, so unfortunately that point did go to the Renegades. It is 2-1. Cyclones still lead. Yeah, we're going to continue this match. Just good to see.
Gonaga serves, play resumes. There's a backhand. Arts is there. Undone the catch, backhand from the 8 line. Under from the 9. Gonaga rebote to the inside. Unda advances, makes the backhand.
Unda's just launching this ball. Wait, another
Of course, he thinks he's back in Guernica. There's the forehand by Gonaga. Rebote saved by Unda. Unda, great catch at the 10 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 2-2, Gonaga serves.
Well, great energy throughout that point. Again, just throwing the ball as hard as you've seen. Just a frustrating sequence for him. And then in the end, ends up dropping it to his right side. And as we said earlier, a lot of talk with the misses, not a lot of talk with the catching. And just like that, tied up here 2-2 to a nice early run for the Cyclones.
Catch by Unda. Low and hard throw from the forehand. Picked up by Arch at the 10 line. Big backhand follows. Unda calls for the catch. Here's the backhand. Hard to the inside. Arta's there. There's a backhand by Unda. Rebote left side. Picked up on the bounce by Iñaki. Great catch by Arta. Straight to the corner, out to the rebote, forehand by Gonaga, caught by Unda. Unda fires one over the top. Gonaga picks it up on the bounce. Arta from the left side, backhand from the 8. Unda calls for the catch. Sends that one flying. That clears the overhead screen. Gonaga sends it back again. Here's Unda, fine placement, a hard backhand. Rebote picked up on the bounce. Cortada stop, but not held on to. 3 points for Gonaga and Arta of the Renegades. Gonaga serves.
Well, and that's where Gonaga struggled this season. I mean, killing the point, only 13th in terms of total kills this year. He's got 30 of them. And then you look at his splits. I mean, he's thrown 3 2-walls and 4 split placements. Kind of the same thing we're talking about with Jairo. The inability to kill the ball to the outside just kind of limits your game. And then also for Inaki, we'll see how that affects his positioning. But Inaki hasn't been all too aggressive so far, but see if that changes.
Beautiful catch by Unda back at the 10 line. Archer will let this pass. Robote, forehand. Unda advances, backhand from the 7. Caught by Arta on the forehand. Arta plays it high. Unda's there. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We're tied up 3-3. Iñaki serves.
been one of his better days, but again, I mean, these just forehands again, over and over, crossing the sidewall, coming back to Arta are not easy to handle. Again, this is a guy who plays down in Division 4. That's his rank in singles. He's playing up in Division 3 and Division 1 in the backcourt, also Division 2. I mean, Arta's been such a valuable part of this Renegades team, just keeping them afloat while Ubia's been out.
Arta on the backhand of the inside, crossing the wall, and undoes there. Arta now from the 9 line. Hard throw. Iñaki playing deep. Backhand from the 8. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote coming out.
Oh, perfect placed.
Beautiful throw by Goenaga, crossing and scoring. Goenaga serves.
Yeah, that's a forehander Bote from Goenaga right on the side wall as Unda tries to make the play. Could not have placed that one any better deep in the backcourt. Takes the lead back for his Renegades.
Powerful throw by Unda. Picked up beautifully by Art on the left side. Here's Unda. Backhand by Goenaga. Unda comes over the top. Skeep by Goenaga. Backhand stays to the inside. Unda's there. Backhand 2-all. Scooped up on the forehand of Goenaga. Cortada by Goenaga is stopped by Iñaki. Iñaki has it on the bounce. Placement inside. Goenaga. Great legs. Gets there. Returns it. Unda. Winding up, splitter, scooped up by Goenaga. Goenaga passing and scoring. A 5th point for Goenaga and Arta of the Renegades. Goenaga serves.
Yeah, a little wild from Unda. I mean, he's trying to catch him out of position here. He's been playing a little angry and frustrated, understandably, but then gives it to Goenaga. That's an amazing catch. I mean, he's working across the court and ends up scooping that on his left side. The timing has to be just perfect and just out of the reach of Unda as it's flying into the backcourt.
Possible set point here. Unda has that on the forehand. Arta advances, takes it in the air at the 8 line. Here's Unda. In and out of the center the ball goes. Play continues. Iñaki and Unda on the board 4 points. Iñaki serves.
And so far in this match, you just haven't seen many opportunities to kill the point. That's why a lot of these rallies are ending here in the back. It's just great front court and backcourt play. Testing the backcourters, putting them all on the sidewall consistently. A lot of merit in that strategy, too, and especially quarters, you can get away with it more than in Divisions 1 or 2.
Powerful backhand by Arta. Unda on the forehand from the 10 line. Big right side. Stop by Arta. Unda on the catch. Backhand from the 9. Iñaki calling for the rebote. He makes the save. Goenaga picks it up on the bounce. Placement inside. Will score. Point and set for Goenaga and Arta. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set.
This is going to be an important team down the stretch of this year for the Renegades. You see Goenaga, placement shot to the inside. There's the threat of the 2-wall, which pulls Iñaki pretty far off the net. Again, that's just kind of the natural movement when the opposing front quarter gets into the costado. you go protect the net out there. You know, it becomes important player to player to really understand your opponent and when to go to the outside, and Goenaga may not be one of those guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, is 3 two-wall kills this year, 4 split placements, 2 filos. I mean, that's less than 10 total kills to the outside of the court. At some point, you got to play the numbers, and you got to let Goenaga be uncomfortable with the shots and beat you that way instead of just giving him the inside. That's where he wants to throw it, and he finds the space again for his Renegades to close out the set.
And you had mentioned at some point that from Robote Analytics, we'll be getting that comparison. Because what do we remember of Goenaga in the previous few years? Shot maker extraordinaire.
Yeah.
And obviously, different court, different ball, things have changed. And some players adjusting better than others. So it's going to be really interesting to see that lineup, because there's no question in my mind that Goenaga can make the adjustment with time.
Yeah, and in that case, I mean, that's kind of what Goenaga has to do more of. Like, he got it to the costado and then threw a drop shot to the inside. I mean, Goenaga...
It's not like you become a worse highlight player, Jim.
No.
You know, some guys peak. There's no question about that. Some guys peak. Some guys, you know, have more room than others. But generally, like, getting more... That's not something that really happens short of, you know, a nasty injury.
Yeah, and funny enough, Stu, I actually was talking with Ethan earlier this week, our guy from Robote Analytics, and he sent me something about Goenaga, about his costado tendencies. Total costados this year, Goenaga's thrown 55, which is the 7th most. Total shots from the costado, 31. His 41% costado shot rate ranks him dead last amongst all front quarters this season with at least 5 attempts. So he doesn't throw a ton of shots to the outside. His distribution of his 31 costados, 15 dejadas, 6 two-walls, 6 splitters, 2 filos, 2 three-walls. So 8 of his 31 have gone to the outside, which is about 25%.
And that's just moving 3 miles north on
37th
Avenue.
There you go, Stu. You're all over it.
There's a serve. We begin our second set. Well, not all over it, but, you know, just thinking about it.
Yeah, for sure, which is important.
Here's a backhand by Arta. Maybe the air is different here.
We like when the players are seeing the court well, but it's also important that the announcers are seeing it well, too. So
here's a catch by Unda. Unda powerfully from the forehand. Arta's there. Powerful backhand by Arta. Kicks up. Iñaki forehand rebote. Cut off midcourt by Goenaga.
Watch this one.
It's a great catch by Unda. Goenaga. Midcourt.
Big break. Huge break right there.
First point. Second set goes to Iñaki and Unda. I believe that was an outside placement attempt, just didn't go outside enough.
No, that came kind of right up the middle. I mean, lucky that Goenaga missed it, and he couldn't believe it either.
Moving up on that set, I'm going to kill this ball. Oh, I dropped it.
Yeah. And then Inaki coming back to Unda, I think just trying to calm him down a bit, because there's been a couple of throws that he's just going for it early on where they don't really need to. Arta was talking about patience in his first match. Well, that's what you got to do to allow Inaki to get his touches and make an impact. Because if one of these two's throwing a shot, I'd much rather it be Inaki up there in the front.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Here's Arta on the backhand. Low runner to the inside. Caught near by Iñaki. To the corner it goes. Rebote forehand by Goenaga. Kicks up and hits the overhead screen. 2 points for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki serves.
Putting some pressure on the defense early in these points, passing, allowing Goenaga to rebote, and then early in the point with a fresh ball, early in the set rather. If it escapes, it gets up and out of play. Taking his time here.
Arta up high on the left side. Here's the backhand. Robote. That really took off.
Watch this. Yep.
Floater. Gonaga stays with it. Mucho escapa to the outside. It's a third point for Iñaki. And Unda and the Cyclones. Iñaki serves.
Well, that one escaped and cleared the screen, so you know the rebote was going to be a little bit wonky coming off the back wall. Comes out as that high lofting one. Gonaga was on it, but that kind of escaped. When it's got that much arc on it, I mean, you can't get too much power, or the timing has to be just perfect. I mean, there's a lot of risk with that type of throw. We've seen guys miss it. We see it escape pretty consistently, too, as it did there for Gonaga.
Arta stays to the outside. Backhand to the inside. Good snag by Unda. That's a beautiful catch by Arta in the corner. Rebote 2-all. Iñaki gets out there, stops it. Cortada. That scores. 4 points for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki serves.
Well, good adjustment by Iñaki defensively. I mean, you see here, it's a shot off the rebote, which is not all too common for Gonaga, but he can still get out to it in time. It doesn't open up enough, and then he's able to kill it on the return.
There's a backhand by Arta. Unda, big backhand from the 10 line. Unda on the catch, backhand from the 8. Rebote 4, Gonaga, big bounce, stopped by Unda. Under the backcourt, makes the catch and return from the 9 line. Rebote coming out. Scoop by Iñaki. Karam. Read well by Gonaga, but he could not get there. 5 points for Iñaki and Unda in the second set. Possible set point.
And this run is really a function of Inaki's involvement throughout the set. I mean, he's been stepping in front of a few more. Hasn't thrown a ton of shots, though. I mean, just kind of throwing shots when the defense is giving it to him, but that's his first opportunity. Goes with the carom and beats Gonaga out to the net. 5 straight points here for the Cyclones. Point away from taking us to another third set.
Arta to the inside. Unda off the wall on the backhand. Big backhand by Arta. Rebote saved by Iñaki. Cortada. Unda calls for it. Powerful forehand. Scoop attempt is tipped. Point and set for the Cyclone. Iñaki and Unda. 2 minutes. Come back out. Play our third and final set.
And the Cyclones come back 6-0 in set 2. Look at Unda. He was all over this Cortada. Called Iñaki off, made it comfortably, and then fires it hard to the inside, cross the sidewall, kicking up at Arta's feet. Perfect placement to close out the set. We got the Renegades on their heels right now, and look at that game day score, match score, as even as it can be. 1-1. We've only played 2 matches so far tonight. This is our third match that has gone into a third set. Coming up next, we got Manu against Gosheri in singles, then Unda against Arta in singles, and then Division 4 doubles will close out the day. Hiron Bradley against Gonaga and Ben. So Gonaga's day just getting started, as is Arta's, really. It's been pretty common for him. Not the, I think the third game day in a row that Arta's had to play 3 doubles matches. 3 matches, excuse me, not all necessarily doubles. And how about the Cyclones there? I mean, not even over on that bench. Occupied by Jen Malone. Do you see the Renegades sitting there? I mean, really no reason to switch anything up if you're the Cyclones. You just got to allow Inaki to get involved. I mean, he's got to take his chances, get his touches, make an impact in this game. And if Unda can play consistent backcourt, make those catches, and look, allow Inaki to do his thing. I mean, you saw what happened, 6-0. Could be more of the same in set number 3. Goanaga and Arta searching for their first win playing together in this 3rd division. They're 0-2 as a substitute team.
We're ready to begin our 3rd and final set in this match. Goanaga has a serve. Goanaga serves, we begin. Catch by Unda. Big right side. Coming in hot and scoring.
What a bullet to start off this 3rd set. I mean, that's the biggest difference for Unda. I mean, he's not as consistent of a catcher as some of these backcourters, but what he lacks there, he makes up for his ability to kill the point. I mean, he can get it there into the corner, test these opposing backcourters, and Arta's just had a couple more struggles here with Unda than he seemingly had against Manu and Jairo earlier.
Arch with fine catch, high on the left side. Big backhand. Rabote. Scoop attempt is tipped. 2 points for Iñaki Anunda. Iñaki has a serve for the Cyclones.
Well, again, and a couple more misses from Arta there in the back. That's not a play you typically see Goanaga make, but that's super aggressive and just trying to get the ball. The Cyclones are not making it easy.
There's the backhand by Arta. Rabote, left side by Iñaki. Arta advances, picks it up on the left side, blasts his backhand, and Unda is there. Great catch by Arta at the back wall. High to the front wall. Unda moves in. Unda to the corner, he makes the play. And again, backhand. Excellent catch by Iñaki. Low and inside. Goanaga's there. Backhand. Unda takes that off the wall beautifully on the left side. Here's the Rabote. And on the backhand. Arta down from the 10 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's a point for the Renegades. Goanaga and Arta. Goanaga has the serve.
Well, 2 great catches earlier along that side wall for Unda. And again, the 3rd one just trips him up a little bit closer to the numbers. And finally, Renegades able to get on the board here.
Unda makes the catch mid-court. Mid-ball placement. Cut off in the air by Goanaga. Beautiful catch by Unda. Powerful, powerful backhand. Stopped by Arta. Arta plays it high. Unda's there. Inaki has this on the forehand. Right side, looking across. Stopped by Arta. Rebote left side by Iñaki. Big bounce to the inside, brought in by Goanaga. What a scoop by Arta. This backhand with control. Out to the Rebote. Iñaki's there. Oh my, what a catch by Arta. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall to Goanaga. Goanaga to the inside, and Unda now from the 9 line. Arta up high again. Interference rule, the point will be replayed. Goanaga and Arta with 1, Inaki and Unda with 2.
Yeah, contact between the two backcourters as Arta was trying to get in there. You're going to see right here a little bit of contact.
Arta
You stop, and Goanaga doesn't make an effort to get to that ball. So that's why the judge was pretty quick to grant interference. They will replay the point.
Powerful throw by Unda. Look at Goanaga come cross court to make that catch at the 8. Unda again. Arta, tough catch. Picked up off the bounce on the left side. Unda off the wall. Backhand powerfully throw. Rebote, left side by Goanaga. Iñaki goes to the corner. Arta's there. Stops it at the 10. There's a pickup by Goanaga off the bounce. Tries to split the front quarter and back quarter. Inaki stops that. Rotate forehand by Iñaki. Taken in the air by Goanaga. Unda on the forehand. Pays it up from the 9. Oh, Arta. Great catch at the back wall. Unda's there. Another big right side. That's a tough one. Rotate forehand by Iñaki. Goanaga takes it in the air, winds up, and scores. 2-2 in the third set. Goanaga serves.
I mean, how many opportunities has Goanaga had catching the ball in the air in front of him? It's been only a handful in this set, and it finally gets right to the costado. I mean, it's kind of a shot. I mean, he goes up the middle, puts it at Unda's feet. Again, if you're a little late to get up there, you leave yourself a very difficult catch. Couldn't make it.
Iñaki picks the serve. Backhand. Down powerfully, Rebote for Goanaga. Unda calls for it. Karam scores.
This is one of those cases where aggressive positioning from Goanaga just backfires a little bit. You're certainly not expecting a carom to be coming over your head, but again, you give it to him on the outside, well, a lot more likely than if they get it on the inside part of the court.
Unda on the forehand. Arta reaches way up high and makes a great save. This ball stays inside all the way and scores. Tough play. We're at 3-3 in. Third set, Goanaga serves.
Yeah, Nunda, you see him bail out there at the last second. Well, when you do that, the ball will just drop right in the chula, and it doesn't even make it to
again, though.
Doesn't come out really that time.
And on the catch. Powerful forehand. Will score. 4 points for Iñaki and Unda. Iñaki serves.
So hard to handle. You get it on the floor, it's kicking up to that back order. You know, Goenaga's in position for rebote, but you just don't want to leave it to chance, especially late in the third set. Arta goes forward up high, but yeah, that's a low percentage catch. Credit Unda here. Just continues to fire these low bullets about medium height that cross the sidewall. Tough to handle.
Fault. Over serve. Second serve must be good. Here's the backhand by Arta. Unda advances, takes it in the air. Powerful backhand into the corner, out to the rebote. Goenaga's there. Iñaki has a tip ball up in the front court. 4-4 is the score.
Boy, rare miss here for Iñaki. He's caught just everything today. And you see, eye off the ball
scoop.
just for a second.
Ball hit the floor.
He's just a little bit off.
Big right side by Unda. Oh, what a catch by Arta. Arta powerfully. Unda hangs in there, makes a great catch in the corner. Arta's now there. Backhand from the 9. Iñaki at the side wall. Arta again. Backhand from the 10. Goenaga. Well, that's perfect positioning by Unda. Arta, great catch at the back wall. Right side, played high, dropping, and stopped by Iñaki. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Goenaga. Big bounce, brought down by Unda. Unda again from the right side. Unda goes back to the 10 line. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Goenaga. Cut off in the air by Iñaki. Unda takes this in the air. Big right side. Backhand by Arta. Rebote comes to the forehand of Goenaga, sent back to the inside and caught beautifully by Unda. Here's Arta again, backhand to the inside. Unda from the forehand. That one kicks. Arta hangs in there, catches it behind the 9. On the wall, and Unda's there. Arta deep in the backcourt, back behind the 10. Unda now from the 9 line. Little kick. Caught by Arta on the forehand. Plays that to cross. Iñaki playing deep. Powerful forehand by Arta. Caught in the air. Rebote forehand over the top. Goenaga picks it up on the bounce. Costado up the middle. Take it on the forehand of Unda. Oh, what a catch by Arta at the back wall. Arta on the backhand. Going to the corner. Unda stops it at the 10 line. Arta again. Unda on the forehand. Right side high and hard to the front wall. Arta with a great catch behind the 10. Unda sends it back. Oh, what a catch off the wall by Arta. This one's going to the corner. Iñaki with control. Goenaga, left side. Unda on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9. Caught in the air by Arta. Goenaga on the rebote. Unda has it on the right side. A little lower. Goenaga's there. Backhand from the 7. That stays inside, and Arta makes a tremendous catch. Goenaga has it on the Costello. Drop shot. Unda gets there. Boom with the backhand, and Arta's there.
Iñaki recovers. Oh, and they can't save it.
What a hard-fought point by both teams. 5 points for Goenaga and Arta, the Renegades. Possible. Match point.
Once again, Arta's had his struggles in this match, and that second set wasn't his best, but boy, when the team needs him most, he has stepped up in his first match of the day and right here again. I mean, plucking one off the sidewall. 5-4 here. Let's see if we can hit the second win of the day for his Renegades.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, possible match point here. Goenaga and Arta with 5. Knocking under with 4. Unda makes the catch. Big right side. Caught by Arta. Fine catch.
Again.
Unda's there. Unda blasts another one. That ball's tipped at the side wall. We're at 5-5 in the third set. Match point. Seems like I've said that before. Have I tonight?
That's
like a couple
happened
times?
already.
Have I said that all 3 times? And we're in the third match, but
Not the first match, but the last match for sure. Came down
Last
to the
match
last
was
point
5-5.
right here. Good
All right.
fresh ball comes out. That definitely benefits a team that likes to throw the ball hard. I mean, that ball is just, it's about as fast as we've seen one thrown today. Crossing the sidewall. Don't matter who is standing out there. I don't think you're going to make that catch. Comes down to this one. Cyclones won it earlier. See if the Renegades can match here.
Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand. Unda from the left side. One hard. Arta on the catch. Backhand powerfully thrown. Unda at the sidewall. What a tough grab. Big backhand. Rebote going to the outside. Hard throw up the middle. Caught forehand of Unda. Arta, difficult catch. High on the left side. Unda on the right side. Goenaga, that took a kick off the side wall. Goenaga maintains control. Unda's got it. Oh, what a catch by Arta. Unda in the corner. Here's the backhand. Arta's there. Equally good catch. Rebote. Oh, look at that. Tremendous effort. What a match played by both teams. Point set and a hard-fought match for Goenaga and Arta of the Renegades.
Wow. In the end, 6-5 in the third set. The Renegades get their second win of the day, courtesy of Goenaga and Arta. We got singles. Manu against Gaucheri coming up next.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida. powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida, only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Right over there.
So you can be ready.
Annabelle, you're on. Annabelle, you're on. Annabelle, you're on.
All right, Jai Alai fans, now we're going to play Whack the Wall. Now, the rules are very simple. You get 3 throws for a chance to win $250. You get to start at the 2 line. If you whack the wall, the front wall that is, you get $50 and move to the underserve line. If you whack the wall there, that's the front wall, you get $100 and you get to move to the overserve line. And if you whack the wall there, the front wall, you get $250. Now our contestant here, Melanie, and it's also her birthday. Let's cheer her on. Oh, it's okay. You get 2 more shots, Melanie. You got this. All right. Nice job. You get to move to the underserve line for $100. Let's cheer her on. Wow, nice job, Melanie. All right, you get to move. That's it. That's 3 shots. You got $100. Good job, and happy birthday to you. And if you think you got what it takes next Friday night right here, maybe you're the lucky contestant that we pick to whack the wall for a chance to win $250.
Hey, great effort there by that young lady. I mean, she whacked the wall twice out of 3 opportunities. That's pretty good. Better than what we saw last week for sure. All right, so we have reached the singles portion of the program. There was a moment there, folks. We didn't know if we would make it, but we have arrived. Division I singles. Manu against Go Sherry. What a matchup coming up next. Manu struggled a little bit in singles this year, but again, in this top division, never too easy. Manu just 2-5 so far this season, and he's got his toughest matchup. That's Go Sherry. Best record in Division I singles. Go Sherry 7-1 so far this season. Go Sherry's got Manu here tonight, and then to finish off his singles season, I believe he's got. We'll find out a little bit later still. There it goes. The Fireball. So, yeah, another matchup for Go Sherry will be against Nicholas in singles. And then Manu. So a very good chance for Go Sherry here to finish up with a 9-1 record. But more worried about the game day right here. If Go Sherry can win, that will be the 3rd win of the day for the Renegades, which would secure at least a tie. And at this stage of the season, as long as you're gaining points and you continue to move up, that's what you want to see. But for the Cyclones, as we said, coming into today already, I mean, their worst 3-game stretch in the last 3 seasons. Only 1 point across those 3 game days, so Manu needs a win here. Could totally flip this game day back in their favor. Manu's got the serve, and we're ready to begin here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match, a singles match. Manu will have the serve for the Cyclones. Outside placement. Hits the pad. Go Sherry with the first point.
Yeah, first time these two matched up, it was all Go Sherry. It was just about 2 weeks ago, back on March 20th. Go Sherry 6-2, 6-1. So Manu's going to have to be aggressive. He knows it, and he's starting off early with a shot attempt. I mean, going for the outside placement. If it ends up in the pad, so be it. He's got to be aggressive to knock this guy off.
Powerful forehand. by Gaucheri. Sherry again, powerfully from the left side. Manu is there. Here's the backhand by Manu. 2-all scores. Sherry with 2 points and the serve.
Just snaps that one so quick. He's tight to the sidewall too, which makes it even more incredible. This season, I mean, he's just annihilating his opponents in terms of winners. Gaucheri's thrown 47 winners. He's only given up 18. I mean, a plus 29 in that category. I mean, that's how you make your name in singles. You throw a lot of winning shots and you don't give up many. It's a pretty simple formula.
Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Stays in play, passes. Inside placement. Is that a reach? It's a point for Manu and the Cyclones. He serves.
And a lot of respect for Manu's costado and his ability to throw shots off the rebote. Gaucheri was cheating outside, was expecting some sort of 2-wall, while Manu just dropped it along the sidewall. And with that power, was able to put one on the board.
Fault, over serve. Second serve must be good. Gaucheri on the backhand, wall to wall from the left side. At 2-all, out of play. 3 points for Gaucheri. Serves.
Yeah, that just had to escape, given the reaction from Manu as it left the basket, came out way high. I mean, that's not common for his costado or shot off rebote. I mean, never see that.
That is 4 points for Gaucheri. He serves.
And with Gaucheri's arsenal of shots, you know, Manu is creeping to the outside, expecting something to go that direction, but then Gaucheri can power it along the sidewall too, like we saw Manu do earlier. Up to a 4-1 lead now. Looks like the same Gaucheri we've seen all season. Looks very relaxed and off to a great start.
Gaucheri commits way to the backcourt, makes the play. Here's Manu. Gaucheri again playing deep, backhand from the 9. This one passes. Manu comes out. Forehand. Caught in the air by Gaucheri. That one's not coming out. 5 points for Gaucheri. He serves.
And once you get that ball over Manu's head and then it touches the floor, you're going to see the chick-chack and the rebote, not much there. Brings it to 5-1. Gaucheri within a point of closing out this set.
Oh, what a catch by Gaucheri against the wall and behind him. Wow. Manu for the big bounce. Shut down by Gaucheri in a tremendous catch. Rebote forehand. Pika. Gaucheri with a hop. He will pass.
That's incredible.
He will score.
There it goes.
Point and set for Gaucheri. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set. That was just beautiful play there by Gaucheri. You know, Gaucheri reminded me so much of the practice that I just saw with you, Andrew, a couple days ago. Seriously, I forgot.
That's exactly where I was going. I can't believe you
one
read
of the
my
judges
mind
was
like
trying
that.
to throw it over your head, and you just ran up there, and you got up. Your vertical is about, what, 1.5 feet, 2 feet?
On a good day. How about the Mutriku Ninja Warrior up there, like the way he's climbing the walls too? That's pretty good.
Ninja Warrior.
I mean, he got way up there, though.
He knew he had to. I mean, Manu really put a lot. Look, Manu, he had one shot there, which was to get it to bounce in front of him, bounce over his head. And guess what? Both of them knew that. Both of them knew that. That's the key. Both knew that. And Gaucheri knew what to do with it.
There's always so much focus on the offense. I mean, we talk about kills and focus a lot about the front quarters. And then you mentioned Gaucheri and his stats. He's got 47 winners. But the thing that's more impressive to me is the fact that he's only given up 18. Players, when they step out against Gaucheri, know that he's going to set the pace, and they know that they're going to have to be even more aggressive. But Gaucheri's just quick. I mean, he knows what's coming. He reads the ball so well. His defense is great. His anticipation is phenomenal. That he can just get out there and defend the net and the inside just about as well as anybody in the sport. I mean, you look at Manu's numbers in the same category. Manu this season, he's thrown 28 winners in singles. He's given up 40. So there's a difference of 22 shots that Gaucheri hasn't given up that Manu has. I mean, it all comes down to a lot of foot speed, positioning, anticipation, all that stuff. And Gaucheri's just, top of the list. See what Manu can do here to try to get back in this match. Boy, Gaucheri across his last, 6 matches? I mean, he comes into this one on a 6-match win streak. And he hasn't dropped many sets, only one drop set in those 6 matches, too. Set 2, ready to begin here.
Manu serves. Our second set has begun. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Going for the high bounce, trying to trap him in the corner.
Powerful backhand by Gaucheri. Powerful forehand. Robote. Here's Gaucheri on the backhand.
Got it.
That one not coming out. First point of the second set goes to Gaucheri of the Renegades. He serves.
Well, he's hitting that spot. I mean, he's found the Chula spot where the floor and the back wall meet. If you can hit right there, you'd like to see it roll out. That would be a perfect Chula, but that one was about as good as you normally see out here.
Powerful backhand by Manu.
And then it comes out.
2 points for Gaucheri of the Renegades. He serves.
Once you're
Though
expecting
Manu
the
is
chip check.
smiling, I'm not sure it's I doubt the sincerity.
No. He saw one earlier drop a line in front of him, and this one kicks way up and over his head.
Here's Manu on the backhand from the 10 line. Gaucheri committed to the backcourt. Settles. Excellent catch by Gaucheri. Backhand to the inside, on the wall the whole way. Manu, perfect positioning. Pouring Karam Robote from deep in the back. The 2-all will open and score. 3 points for Gaucheri. Serves.
And it's so hard for Manu. I mean, he's trying to position himself to prevent some of these shots from Gaucheri, so he's kind of moving up in the court, but Gaucheri's consistently been able to drop it over his head, forcing some difficult rebotes. Well, I mean, these are nothing. You can do
attempting
nothing
a forehand
with these
Karam
rebotes.
Robote when your footing's not perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the hardest shots in highline singles, but wow.
Yeah, it's not like Gaucheri's feeding these. I mean, they're dying in the backcourt. Manu's reaching back for him. I mean, you just can't get anything on it and can't make any shot off of it.
Robote to the left side. Filo. Read and stopped by Manu. Manu cannot get it off from the screen. That's a 4th point for Gaucheri. For the Renegades, he serves.
Getting there one thing, but then avoiding the net and getting the throw off a whole nother part of it. And his momentum was falling that way. Just ended up dropping it a little short.
Manu on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Along the wall, into the corner. Powerful forehand escapes. Hits the overhead screen. That's out of play. No shutout in the second set. Manu will serve for the Cyclones.
Yeah, came up and in on Gaucheri. Escapes out of the basket. And you know what's happening once it hits that front wall.
Powerful backhand by Gaucheri. On the wall the whole way. What a catch by Manu. Scoop by Manu. He fakes the 2-all. Puts it behind Gaucheri. Gaucheri hung in there. Try to make something out of that rebote. It went wide. Great effort by both players. That's the second point for Manu and the Cyclones. He serves.
Well, an important 2 points also. I mean, now you kind of feel like you can get back in this match now. Only a 2-point deficit, a little momentum on Manu's side. Gaucheri scrambling a bit. Not many times he's given up 2 in a row in singles as of late. But this still feels like a must get if you're Manu. Get it to 4-3 and then anything could happen.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Oh, he's definitely going for the ace in the corner on that one. Gaucheri from the backhand, powerfully to the inside. Rebote forehand, 2 pass. Stop by Gaucheri at the 8 line. Gaucheri moves in. Inside placement scores. A 5th point for Gaucheri in the second set. This is possible set, possible match point for Gaucheri of the Renegades.
And then with all the other things we talked about with Gaucheri, I mean, one thing you forget about is his power. I mean, he's got a great right side and left, and he can just fire that costado hard along the side wall. And if you're Manu, I mean, you can't cover the entire width of the court all the way out to the net. Not going to happen.
Manu on the backhand, powerfully thrown. He passes. Gaucheri was committed. Gaucheri gets out there. Drop shot rebote.
Oh,
he gave Manu room to make the play. That is point set and match for Gaucheri. Taking it in straight set 6-1, 6-2.
Boy, how about that shot to close him out? I mean, off his footing. He's got perfect touch on that drop shot. 6-1, 6-2. Gaucheri secures the tie for his Renegades. We've got singles coming up next. Division 4 between Unda and Arta. Take a look at some replays there. Rebote high to the inside. Gaucheri, boy, what a catch. I mean, on the wall. I mean, Gaucheri's been deep in his bag all season long in singles, and another just vintage performance. Look at this one. I mean, up the wall. He's just flying there. And then just flicks it overhead to pass. Backhand here by Gaucheri, floats one over Manu's head, looking for it in the corner, and then you see it just not arriving out to where Manu's standing. Forehand rebote there. Karam. Gaucheri just flicks it open and got the 2-wall to score. Just too much in the end. You see another replay. I mean, that rebote is so tight to the side wall. Manu gets it up there, but then Gaucheri straight into the costado, fires it hard to the inside, right on the wall. And then let's see here, the last throw. This is incredible. Looks like he's so out of position. Drop shot just above the pad. Oh, and Manu can't get there. 6-1, 6-2 goes Sherry. Picks up his 8th win in singles this season. There's the game day score. So the Renegades are moving up. Worst case scenario, they will be in a tie with the Warriors. Best case scenario is they will jump the Cyclones and Warriors into a tie with the Fireballs. We're going to hear from Go Sherry coming up right now. Congratulations, Go Sherry. 8th win now in singles this year in your 9 matches played, but more importantly, securing the tie for your team. What were your thoughts stepping out there with the game day potentially on the line for you guys?
Happy for the win, but now we have to win one more game if we want to win the game day. So looking forward for that and hope we can win one of 2.
Awesome, Go Sherry. Another great performance from you. Congratulations. Good luck to your Renegades in these final 2 matches. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
And they send down Arta to see if he can close out the game day. Arta's had a great season in singles, 3-1 record. But he's got a tough matchup here against the powerful Unda. Unda 2-1 this season in singles. So again, right there on Arta's pace. Last season when these two matched up, Unda did win in 3 sets. That's the only match these two have played in their Battle Court careers. This is just Unda's 2nd season in the league. And a big spot for him. Unda needs a win here to give the Cyclones a chance at some points in this game day.
Unda serves, we begin. Fault, under serve. Second serve must be good. Rebote forehand by Unda. Chick-chack saved. Oh my, what a shot by Arta. No stopping that one. Arta first up on the board here. In this singles match, he serves.
Well, that is quite the way to start here. Looks like he's trying to just dig out a chick-jack and then turns it into a 2-wall. I mean, Unda just couldn't believe it. Look at the body language after that throw. He's looking out to the crowd like, how did he do that?
Big right side by Unda. Passes. 2-0 by Arta with a light touch. Scores.
Gotta be careful.
Arta with 2 points and the serve.
Well, Arta's, I mean, holding nothing back early on. I mean, he's got the 2 walls. He's done it all year in singles. He's thrown 30 to score across his 5 matches played previously. He did sub in Division 3 and beat Manny. That's his 5th match. Averaging 6 per. I mean, this is a guy who's going to throw him with a high degree of success, and Unda trying to counter, but that doesn't open enough.
Drop shot. Lands in and scores. A 3rd point for Arta. Arta serves.
I mean, there's 2 ways to attack. Number 1, you can try to keep up with Arta, which is pretty unlikely if you're Unda, just based on the skill set. But what you can do is utilize your strengths to beat him and keep
100%.
Arta deep
And
in the backcourt and not allow him to throw these shots.
And clear your head in between each point whenever possible. I mean, Unda's young. He's very bright, but he's young. And it's hard to do that. He's taking 1 point into the next.
Yeah, so look at this. High into the corner. It's such a tough rebote.
Beautiful throw by Unda scores. That's a point. For Unda the Cyclones, he serves.
And just because Arta dug the first one out and threw a winning shot doesn't mean that that's not going to work the rest of the match or the next 10 times
That was a fairly demoralizing.
You're right.
I mean, that makes you want to say, sorry, depending upon where you are in the career, that does make you want to say, hey, wait a second, maybe I should be playing professional tennis, which is a lot easier than this. The tennis hotline is lighting up right now. Here's a catch by Arta. Forehand. Unda winds up. Ball tipped by Arta. 2 points for Unda. He serves.
And just because you throw from the costado does not mean you have to throw it to the outside. I mean, with Unda's power, he can just rifle it at Arta's feet just like that and can have a high degree of success. You know, already chipping away at that lead and just a 1-point deficit now.
Here's the backhand by Arta. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. 2-all by Unda. That's beautifully executed and scoring. We're tied up at 3-3. Unda serves for the Cyclones.
And an awesome run right there for Unda, but he was a little more patient. You know, the Rebote 2-wall that he shot was, a little bit closer to the front wall. He's on the move. It comes right to him. I mean, that's a better opportunity than just off the first throw. Right when you get it, throw it costado. You don't have to do that. Just wait for your opportunities. Keep Arta deep, and now he's got the lead.
The ace for Unda will score 4 points and the serve.
I mean, this is a huge opportunity for Unda in this season for his Cyclones. I mean, you never know what could happen, but 5 game days left. They need some points today.
That's a beautiful catch by Arta. Powerful throw, skipping along the wall. Arta on the catch. Inside placement scores. 4-4 is the score. Arta serves. Well, look, Unda had to commit. He committed.
Yep. And he darts across the court here, basically telling Arta where to throw it. I mean, he can't recover. He's opened up to the net. There's just way too much space inside.
Good catch by Unda. Powerful backhand. Rebote. Rebote forehand to the outside. A little too far outside. Unda gets 5 points. Possible set point.
And look at that. Unda, even, with 3 great 2-walls from Arta, is still in this set. Now a chance, 2 chances if he needs it.
Well, more importantly, he kept his head in it. He kept his focus.
Well, that's kind of when it flipped. I mean, he was down 3-0, and since he's won 5 of the next 6.
Excellent catch off a beautiful serve. Unda committed to the backcourt. Oh, what a catch at the 10 line.
It's cleared.
Arta to the inside. Unda's there. Backhand. Dropping.
Oh, almost.
Point. And set to Unda. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
So Unda comes back down 3-0, but he still is able to close out the first set 6-4. Arta, boy, he went down for it. That was a 2-wall, another one that Unda probably wouldn't have been able to believe if it hit, but just a bit short in the pad.
Well, the one thing that you never want to be doing while playing is you never want to be standing there watching what happens. You always want to be moving, even if you think that there's no chance you can get to it.
Well, Inaki joining Unda there on the bench. Tough day for Unda earlier on. And you see Inaki pointing to him. There he is. I mean, coming back after taking a hit straight to the face in that doubles match.
Yeah,
There's a moment we didn't know if he was going to be okay, and then he ended up staying out there, not even missing a point. That's what you love about Unda. He's got tremendous enthusiasm for the sport. I mean, he's out here practicing a ton. He loves being out here, and he's one of the guys that even on the off days, he always comes in and watches on one of those couches too.
There is no question that whatever Unda is thinking, you will know.
Thank you.
You will know. I have a few text messages before when I was changing my oil. Sorry, I wasn't changing my oil. I just thought I'd throw that in.
Yeah.
And, Unda wanted some information about something, and I go, nothing to do with Jai Alai. He didn't like my answer. Wow.
Tough crowd, huh?
I mean,
Arta.
I'm not the brightest guy in the room, but I mean,
Well, Arta and Unda here just about ready to begin this second set. Still one match after this. We got Division 4 doubles. Jairo and Bradley will take on Goanaga and Ben. The Cyclones are hoping that's for the game day tie. If Arta can win these next 2 sets, he can end the game day right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Arta has a serve. There's a serve. We begin. Powerful backhand. Arta committed to the backcourt. Into the corner. Rebote gets a 2-all. Arta reads it, stops it. Karam opens wide and scores. Arta with the first point of the second set. He serves.
Yeah, can do it from both sides. We talk about the costado, but this time with a forehand. Able to throw a 2-wall. That's the Karam. Opens it up and scores. And again, Unda going back to shooting the 2-wall kind of early with, really not setting up the point, not really in any position, just kind of throwing it for the sake of throwing it and try to sneak one by Arta. Again, when it works out, it's great, but again, it's the most penalizing shot here in the sport when it doesn't work out, so it's a lot of risk with that 2-wall.
Excellent catch by Arta. That 2-all will score. 2 points for Arta. The Renegades, he serves.
I can imagine now Arta down a set. He's just going to start firing. He did so in the first set, worked out for him, but he just didn't get many opportunities as that set progressed. Unda can use his power, but Arta caught that one low and there was no hesitation. Got it straight up and shot the 2-all.
Unda opens up from the forehand. That's going out and scoring. Unda has a point and the serve for the Cyclones.
Just exploded up over Arta's head. And it's the balance of not knowing exactly when that ball is going to kind of die or when it's going to shoot up over your head. As we've seen earlier, when the ball comes out, when it's fresh, it will come out like that, but that one was a big bounce after being played for a point or two.
Powerful serve by Unda. Stop. And return by Arta. Unda.
What a grab.
Against the wall. Good control. Arta commits to the backcourt. That's a difficult catch at the 10 line. Big, big, big backhand. Rebote stays inside. Swing and a miss. Midcourt. 3 points for Arta. And the serve. Man, Unda was swinging at that like that was the last ball he was ever going to throw.
Well, exactly. Just a big swing, and I think when you do that, you kind of lose sight of where exactly that ball is, and you bring into play the swing and miss. That's a Rebote that I think he can save 100 times out of 100 if he's just focused on keeping it in play. But when you're trying to send it over Arta's head, it brings in the possibility that you can just clean miss it like that.
Unda from the forehand. Does not pass. 2-all. Unda gets there, stops it, drop shot.
Yeah, well done.
That scores. Well done by Unda. He has 2 points and the serve.
Yeah, and he's not going for it on the next shot. Some guys like to blast it back inside, can go for a Karam, but Unda takes the easiest route. You go for a drop shot, you force Arta to run all the way up to this one. Again, he's moving, but again, he pulls up well before that ball drops, and you're not going to get there.
Drop shot by Arta. Will score. That's 4 points for Arta. And the serve. Drop shot, he gets a drop shot.
Yeah, well, right off the serve, again, he sees Unda run around him. Again, kind of telling Arta exactly where to throw that ball when he commits so hard. Didn't need to drop it so perfectly above the pad, but he'll take it.
Big, big right side. Arta moving Unda out of the way. Drop shot. Unda takes off. Oh, he got it. Yeah, juggling on the catch of Unda. That's a 5th point for Arta. Possible set point.
Now you can definitely see that ball bouncing around in his basket. Goes right from the tip. Yep, juggled right there.
Yeah, no. Only hoping that Unda was
and Arta's,
bothered
just
by
sure.
his juggle.
Arta's got some judging experience. You want to make sure they were on it, and they were.
Here's a backhand by Unda. Arta's there. Arta right to the corner, out to the rebote. Forehand, Karen Rebote hits the pad. The pad is most definitely bad. So we have split sets. Unda won the first one 6-2. Arta wins the second one 6-4. Move on to a third and final set. Less than 2 minutes.
Well, there's the comeback by Arta, 6-2 in that second set. And it's interesting, I mean, at least the strategy, right? I mean, Unda won a lot of those points in set one and started his comeback just trying to rally and beat Arta to the inside, throwing those hard forehands. I don't think we saw really any of those in set number two. I mean, Arta seemed like he was totally in control, never really felt like he was too pressured out there. And when you play Arta like that, I mean, he's just going to cut you up with the two walls. We've seen it before. We've seen it all season long. Arta 4-1. That only loss came against Benetrix in straight sets. Outside of that, took down Julian in 3, Cabrera in straight sets, Ikeda in straight sets, and also he added a win over Manny. I mean, Arta's had the sub up for Obia, and he's played Echeverry tough in a loss. He played Manny very tough. Now let's see here if he can get the game day win for his team.
Question for you, Andrew. If you're Arta, you're going into this third set. You got Gosheri talking strategy, I'm matching strategy with you, and you have Ben basically doing the car wash routine. Which do you choose?
Well, for Arta, this is his third match, so you got to consider that. I think the spot treatment maybe helps a little bit, but maybe a little bit more for Gosheri. At least that's where my eyes would be. And if Ben wants to get in there and massage me, you kind of let him do it.
He had a rag. It was a rag. It wasn't a massage. Well, I guess it was
Well, Unda's ready to get this third set started. Didn't
he's
take
already
a lot
holding
of
the ball.
time.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our third and final set of this match. Unda has a serve for the Cyclones.
And a loss here for the Cyclones would mean the Renegades win the day. The Cyclones would be their second loss in 4 game days, and start having to worry about the playoffs a little bit.
Unda serves. Third set is underway. Oh, what a catch by Unda. Big backhand follows. Big right side by Arta. Goes off the frame of Unda Sesta. Arta, first up on the board here, 4. The Renegades, he serves.
Love the strategy by Arta. You know how he ended that second set with a lot of drop shots off the rebote. So Unda's drawn up a little bit further than he normally would be. First throw of set 3, he counters with a big right side rebote and just throws it out of reach. Art's a very smart player. He always just commits to the strategy, and here he is with a chance to win it in the third set.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. He's really stepped up here in Ubia's absence. I mean, 2 wins under his belt tonight, and potentially a third.
And remember, Arta played 4 singles matches in the first 4 game days for the Renegades, so he hasn't played in his rank in over a month.
Arta will keep it on the left side. Shoots the 2-all.
Oh, got it.
That lands in and scores. What a shot by Arta. Arta has 2 points and the serve. This is a beautiful Costado 2-all and a bold one, too. I mean, he really flirts with the line. Look at this open up.
Right. It opens up just inside the boundary.
That's what we're talking about. Always try to, let people know what does it mean to open up. It hits the floor and shoots out.
But you just can't get trapped inside like that. And the backhand just got to be a little bit straighter. It cannot come into the middle of the court.
Powerful right side.
Yeah, not that
Drop
one.
shot, Rebote. Attempt, hit the sidewall first. Lost some steam. Out of play. Unda gets a point and the serve.
And you can't fault it either. Clear strategy, trying to get it up there, and sent the first one on a forehand rebote, that one throwing a drop shot. So consistently just trying to mix it up if you're Arta. Not going to let Unda get too comfortable. And still with a 1-point lead.
Here's the backhand by Arta, powerfully thrown into the corner, stays inside. Ball tipped. 2-2. Here in the third set, Unda serves.
Yeah, for how well Arta's played in the backcourt today, that was not one of his better reads. He was kind of flat-footed as that ball was sailing, and it kept going. He tried to lunge at the last moment back for it and then just tipped it. Unda's overcome that early deficit.
Fault. Over serve. Second serve must be good. And Arta also, by history, has a habit of letting his head get out of it. He needs to keep his head in this one. Arta on the catch. There's the backhand. Play to pass. Stopped by Unda. Oh, that came off the side wall with a right at Arta's chest. 3 points for Unda. He serves.
Yeah, you saw he tried to adjust. Took an extra moment, but that ball's
That's
still
how fast
falling
the
out.
ball's coming. I mean,
well, that's why Unda just got to keep doing this. I mean, the catching itself is not easy in the backcourt, and he's got the power to make it difficult for Arta. Just keep going to it.
powerful backhand by Arta. Rebote by Unda. It's a 2-all. Red by Arta. Arta will play it.
They've overthrown it.
That dies on the second bounce, or scores on the second bounce, rather. 3-3. Arta serves the Renegades. It almost looked like Unda was going to have a shot at that one.
Oh, yeah, it did. I mean, typically if that ball hits the back wall in the air, it does come out a little bit more than that one. Unda just didn't get a great read on it. You see here, he goes high. Once that ball hits the back, oh no, it didn't really. Yeah, it kind of caught the floor first. Ooh, big bounce.
Powerful backhand by Unda. Rebote coming
Watch
to the
it.
sixth line. 2-all caught the pad. 4 points for Unda of the Cyclones. He serves.
Some
so
shots.
one of the ways that Arta has been having a lot of success with these 2-alls is he's thrown some hard, but he's thrown the majority of them like mid-power, let's call it, second gear. And they die close up to the front wall. That's what he tried to do there. Take a little bit off of it. Just took too much off of it and dropped it in the pad. That's the risk. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. Swing and a miss on the Rebote. 4-4 is the score. Here in the third set, Arta has the serve for the Renegades.
Well, it happened a little earlier in the match. I mean, he's just trying to throw this so hard. I mean, you understand it because if he's able to pass, he probably wins the point. So
Did you say you understand it? You didn't say that.
I did not.
Okay, sorry. That's what I thought I heard.
Well, that's a good one.
Excellent serve. Great catch. Arta from the 8 line. Backhand. That's powerful. That does clear. Rebote floating. Arta on the catch. Backhand. What an effort by Unda to try to make that save. Arta has 5 points and a possible match point.
And 2 chances to win it here. I think you know what's coming. You know, again, just another not a great read. Unda frustrated as he's going back there, but look, he still's got 2 points. He can easily come back and win this match, and his team needs him right here. It's a big spot in the season. I mean, look how full that cage is. Both teams well represented.
Low hard serve, caught by Unda. Unda on the backhand. Caught by Arta. Arta on the backhand. Powerfully thrown, clearing the screen. Rebote staying inside. Unda sends it. It passes. Oh, what a rebote by Arta. Unda's got control mid-court. 2-all to score.
So third match of the day that's come to 5-5 still.
We're in the third and final set. It is 5-5. This is match point.
Well, we're split so far. Cyclones won the first 5-5. Renegades won the second one. In our third match of the day, coming down to one final point. I don't know if we've ever had that happen before, Stu. 3 in one day, and we still have one left. It could happen there, too.
Happening tonight.
What a day it's been for two teams hoping to solidify their playoff spots. What a hard serve.
Excellent catch by Artov. A hard serve by Unda. Robote. Robote forehand to the inside. Oh, that took a big bounce, and Arta handled it beautifully.
Watch this one.
Robote. Oh, that came mid-court. Unda's got it. Fires it hard, and that goes off the frame to score. Point set and a hard-fought match goes to Unda of the Cyclones, taking it 6-5 in the third set.
Wow. And keeps the Cyclones' chances at some points alive in this game day. Their second win. Unda here with the costado. Rifles it hard right at Art's feet. And the scoop just missed. Unda wins it late in the third set. One match left. Division 4 doubles will decide it. Jairo and Bradley against Goanaga and Ben. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
pitch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Let's check out that game day score now. 3-2 lead for the Renegades, still in front, but the Cyclones inching closer. They have a chance, if they can win this last match, to move up the standings as well with half a point. So, looks like Unda's over in the cage, ready to go. Let's hear from him. Now 3-1 in singles this year. Unda. What a match that was, coming down to the final point of the third set. I mean, you found yourself down 2 there late in the third set. What are you telling yourself to try to stay in that match?
I was tired emotionally, but because of the first match, that I think that we had to win. But nothing. Enjoy the win. Hopefully we tie the day and close the mouth to those that speak in the podcast that our intentions are low. Fuck them. Cyclones are going up. We are 2 game days down. We are okay.
Unda,
so,
how's your face?
Nasty Nate, be quiet.
We knew you were struck in the head earlier tonight. How's your face doing? How's
your
head?
Yeah.
I had a haircut today, so it's good.
Well, you look good, Unda, and a great win there.
I was trying to give you an out there, Unda, but anyway, good to hear. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great playing, Unda. So he gave him a chance. Jairo and Bradley see if they can get it done for the Cyclones. They need a win to end this game day in a tie, but a tough matchup as they will take on Goanaga and Ben. Jairo and Bradley started off this season pretty strong. I mean, 2-1 through their first 3 matches. But as is the case in Jairo's other level of doubles, I mean, he comes into this one on a 3-match losing streak. Jairo and Bradley only 2-4. Goanaga and Ben, it's been kind of an up and down season for them. They've been much better as of late, but Goanaga and Ben still just 2-3 overall. This one will decide the game day, either 4-2 Renegades or a 3-3 tie. We'll see how it finishes up.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our final match of the evening. Jairo has a serve for the Cyclones. Scoop attempt tipped. First point for Goanaga and Ben.
You know, when you get down to this Division 4 level, you've got some, higher ranked front quarters. Jairo Division 3, Goanaga Division 2, but then 5th ranked back quarters back behind them. That's where you're going to see these front quarters attacking. Even off the rebote, these guys have great I mean, both of them have great left and right sides. They can put it on the wall even that way.
Rebote to the inside. Here's Bragley. Big backhand. Bends there. Good catch behind the 10. Ball tipped down low. Second point for Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga serves.
And right back at him, straight in that corner. I mean, testing him on the bounce has worked out a little bit better, too. Goenaga knows it. And you see Inaki shouting some orders back to Bradley there, just telling him to back up and try to make it a little bit easier on himself.
Bragley on the catch. Here's the backhand to the inside. Bends there. Ben again, this time at the 9. Backhand. Goenaga at the 7 line. Good catch by Ben.
Yeah.
Here's Jairo back at the 8 from the forehand. Big right side. Stop by Ben. Jairo advances, takes it in the air. Throws a carom that scores. That carom was picture perfect. That's a point for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves. Man,
awesome
that was
two-wall there from Jairo. I mean,
that
that
was
is
gorgeous.
one of the better ones we've seen from him in his battle court career. Had to put it close to the boundary line to get by Goenaga, and boy, did he ever. Take a look. I mean, from the inside, too, he commits, opens up. Look at where this lands. That's going to get a salute.
Ben on the backhand to the inside. Goenaga playing deep. Behind the 7. Backhand. Here's Jairo. Oh, what a catch by Ben off the wall behind, in front of the 10, rather. Powerful forehand by Bragley. Goenaga all the way back to the 9 line to make the play. This ball's on the wall the whole way to score. That's a good effort by Bragley. 3 points for Goenaga and Ben.
And this is a matchup where you got both of these front quarters we talked about earlier. Not some of the most aggressive in terms of the shot making, but this one doesn't call for it. I mean, just passing into the corner, putting it on the sidewall, making the catches difficult for these opposing back quarters is as good a strategy as you're going to hope for. And if you can execute it, should win. Yeah, tip ball in the service box there. Boy.
4 points for Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga serves.
Yeah, I mean, trying to make
Jairo
a play.
doesn't go for a lot of serves,
No.
but he definitely went for that one.
Again, after a couple misses from the backcourt, he's going to be more aggressive. You just hate to give one away up there, too.
Bragley on the catch. Backhand. To the outside. Ben's there. Ben from the forehand. Jairo at the 7. Plays it deep. Oh, what a catch by Ben. I say that because Goenaga was like right in front of him.
Yeah.
Here's the backhand by Bragley. Well played. Ben's there. Powerful, powerful backhand. To the outside. Goenaga. 2-all.
Wow,
Wow, what a beautiful shot that was. 5 points for Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga serves.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, not the easiest shot to execute. He's moving outside. Jairo's right there with him. But we have seen these 2 walls open up a little bit more when you throw it from the outside of the court. It's a long run for Jairo, and he can't in it and make it. Goenaga's really stepped up today when the Renegades need it. In his second match, looking for another win.
Bragley, difficult catch, low, hard, forehand, scooped up by Goenaga. Here's Jairo. Backhand. Oh, what a catch by Bragley. Long carom. Stopped by Goenaga. Cortada by Goenaga. Stopped by Jairo. Ben, what a catch off the wall. That's a really difficult play.
Yeah. Well, something white fell out of his basket. I think I thought it was a ball for a moment, but that's in play.
Costado 2-all by Jairo, stopped by Goanaga. That ball died coming off the sidewall and scores. Point and set to Goanaga and Ben. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our next set.
Boy, what a sequence here. First of all, Jairo with the Costado 2-all. I mean, again, much more aggressive from Jairo today, even if the results aren't showing. I mean, he's thrown 5 or 6 2-balls, which is a ton. I mean, more than he had all year coming into today.
I want you to differentiate. I mean, Robote Analytics gets a hold of that. How many Jairo has thrown Costado 2-alls in his entire career since he first stepped onto either one of these courts versus from the right side? There's a big difference in that number.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw Costado 2-alls.
No, and it started from the first match of the day. I mean, when he was just kind of ripping those cortadas low and hard. So it's been a different Jairo. I mean, just trying to change it up and flip some of these results. Of course, it comes down to the team aspect of the game, too. And, you know, a couple of misses early on kind of shake up how that set would have played out for the Cyclones. But now they're really backed up here. I mean, down a set. Need to win these next 2 just to come away with a tie today. Again, if the Renegades tie, they move up to 5 points. Cyclones tie, they get to 5.5. However, if the Renegades win, they will jump the Cyclones and the Warriors and move into a tie with the Fireballs. Jairo and Bradley, you see him talking there, trying to shake it up, make something happen in set number 2. The Renegades look like they're ready to go. You got to be out there talking with Ben. But what do they got? Jairo and Bradley. Last hope for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next set. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones. Jairo serves, the set begins. Powerful forehand by Bradley coming out. Goanaga's on it. Jairo takes it on the bounce. Ben overhead. Here's the backhand. Bradley on the right side. Goanaga playing deep. Here's the backhand. Ben's there. Ben now from the 9 line. Bradley on the left side. Good catch. Ben, just off the cesta. First point. The set goes to Jairo and Bradley.
So important to get off to a good start here if you're the Cyclones. I mean, after a pretty lopsided set in the opening one, you don't want to get down a few points here in set number 2. Get on the board first. Allow Jairo to play more comfortably. Take some pressure off Bradley, and here they are now with control of the serve.
There's the backhand by Ben. Bradley off the wall. Ben to the outside. We'll keep it on the left side. Second point for Jairo and Bradley of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
And these guys, you know, the Cyclones have the power to just make life incredibly difficult for Ben back there. I mean, you see a little bit of indecision with him backing out of the corner late. That's the worst thing you can really do as a backcourt. Once you're committed and in position, you either got to go for it. If you miss it, that's okay, but you never want to let it drop between your players.
It's a Powerful serve by Jairo. Stopped by Ben. Bragley overhead. Beautiful catch. Powerful throw. Gonaga with a tip ball deep. That's a third point for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves. You know, Ben's catch, I realize he missed one before. Ben's catch has been pretty good tonight.
Right.
And
well, you compensate. You get too deep.
Yeah.
And Goanaga's totally out of position. I mean, you have to play some semblance of doubles, you know, and playing 1-on-2 really hasn't worked out for anybody this year.
There's the backhand. Bragley's there.
But Bradley's the one that's changed this set. He's made a couple of good catches, but look how aggressive Jairo is too. I mean, right inside.
Gonaga now from the 7 line to the inside. Rebote coming in low and scoring. It's a point for the Renegades. Gonaga and Ben. Gonaga has the serve.
And that's not the easiest for Bote to handle, though. I mean, that hit pretty low off the back wall. Jairo had to go down to a knee to make that save. But, you know, credit the Renegades. Putting that ball along the wall. Bradley didn't want any part of it, so he got out of the way and forced that point.
Excellent catch by Bragley off a hard serve by Goanaga. That Costado kicks up. Floater. And it scores 4 points for Jairo and Bragley of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
And just because you throw from the Costado, as we saw earlier, doesn't mean you need to throw a shot. I mean, you can go high to pass. Gets it over Ben's head, it touches the floor, and then you kind of got a wonky rebote coming out that Goanaga can't save. I mean, just even the threat of throwing a Costado puts so much pressure on the defense and changes how you have to play Jairo.
Powerful, powerful serve by Jairo, stopped by Ben. Goanaga, backhand from the 8. Bragley keeps that on the right side. Jairo playing deep, makes the catch. Goanaga, backhand from the 8 to the inside. Jairo's there. Ben calls for the ball. Jairo put that on the right side. Outside placement.
The net.
That hand touched the net. 5 points for Jairo and Bragley.
Once again, Jairo opening it up with a shot here. This time it's the outside placement, working away from Goanaga too, and it touches the floor. And you can get there, but then getting the throw off, not easy to do. Look how they flipped this match. 6-1 the first set, now 5-1 right back. Looking to close it out here. Again, that ball's bouncing around the frame. Didn't call it juggle, but again, he pushed with his offhand on that net. That's going to draw a foul every time.
Ben on the backhand. Bragley up high to 10. High to the front wall. Ben at the side wall. Gets in there, makes a tough catch. Here's Jairo on the forehand from the 7. Bragley keeps it on the right side, makes that catch overhead. Jairo, good catch on the left side at the 7. Ben, fine play. Here's Bragley from the 9 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's the second point for Goanaga and Ben. Goanaga has the serve.
And you just want Ben to regain some more of that confidence. I mean, he becomes a very important player if you're looking ahead to set number 3, and even the rest of this set if the Renegades can get back in it. I mean, Ben scraped 2 off the sidewall right there. I mean, those are the type of catches that give these players a lot of confidence. And for Ben, too, he's streaky, so let's see how he adjusts and how he plays the rest of the way.
Big right side by Bragley. Ben at the side wall. What a catch. Higher in the air. Backhand from the 7. Here's the backhand by Jairo. Catch by Jairo. Low and hard. Stopped, and a fine catch on the left side of Goenaga. Scoop attempt is tipped. A 3rd point for Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga serves.
And this is very doable. You know, top level of doubles, you don't see this dramatic of a run, but down here in Division 4, 5, and 6, yeah, I mean, 4 or 5 point runs are not all too uncommon. The perfect counter by Goenaga, get it on the floor just in front of Bradley. This is a tough serve coming back.
Sidearm carom by Bragley, stopped by Goenaga. Goenaga plays this one high to pass. Bragley digs out the rebote beautifully. Goenaga's on it. Drop shot, Jairo moves up, and that scores. A 4th point for Goenaga and Ben. Still possible set point for Jairo and Bragley. Goenaga serves.
Yeah, and this is just different. I mean, the first match, he had Gallo in the front court. This time he got Goenaga. Different to score to the carom on those two. Goenaga's all over it. Able to get themselves out of it the first time, but then the drop shot closes them out. 3 straight points, and now just a 1-point deficit.
Bragley on the catch. Big right side.
It's coming out.
Rebote coming out. Goenaga on the rebote. Shooting down. Bragley's got the catch. Fine catch by Ben. Jairo has it on the right side. Goenaga gets in there. Winds up. Costalo. Oh, what a catch by Bragley. Goenaga back to the 7 line. Here's the backhand.
Oh, how does he catch that?
With his cesta.
It's blind. Oh, boy. Late communication.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 5-5 in the second set. Possible set point for the Cyclones. Possible match point for the Renegades.
Yeah, Jairo's watching it, but nobody put a name on that ball the entire way down the court. And then at the last second, I mean, tried to bail themselves out, but the rebote was not there. Great effort by the Renegades. They're right back in it. And another 5-5, Stu. This one could end in straight sets.
Low hard serve.
Got it.
Will score. Point, set, and match to Goenaga and Ben, taking it in straight sets, 6-1, 6-5.
And a 5-point run to keep it in straight sets. The Renegades win the day 4-2, and they'll be moving up the standings. We'll hear from Goenaga and Ben in just a few moments.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida, only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Now let's take a look at that game day score, folks. 4-2 win for the Renegades. What a big game day it was tonight.
Yeah.
And the Renegades able to close it out. We are here with our winners, Goenaga and Ben, in the cage. What a match that was, guys. Pretty dominant in the first set. Wasn't so easy there in set 2, but what was the key to that comeback and the 5-point run?
Just going back to the game plan that we put, we tried not to give Jairo his right side because that's where he's deadly at. So we're trying to get it over his head and put Bradley on his backside, and because we felt like that wasn't going to do a lot of damage to us. And fortunately, we executed in the third set.
Yeah, and Goanaga for you, 2-0 day today in a spot where the Renegades really need it. How'd you feel about the way you played out there?
Yeah, good. Like I think on the first match we start good. On the second set it was a disaster. I made too many mistakes. And this game, the last one, was really important. We needed a win. We needed that point, so happy for the team and happy for that point too.
Awesome, guys. Really well done. And let's check out those standings to see how that win affects things, because the Renegades are moving up. Now in a tie for second place with the Fireballs. Same exact record, 3 wins, 3 losses, and 5 ties. The Cyclones stay put now. They're tied for 4th place with the Warriors, and you got the Devils still on the outside looking in. What a great game day it was tonight, folks. Another full week of highlight beginning on Tuesday, 3 p.m. We'll see you then.